Getting lost in the music is great, except if you're driving. Nissan's available Intelligent Safety Shield technologies could help you avoid bad drivers. Hurry into your local Nissan store and get great offers during the Safety Today event. Or shop ChooseNissan.com today. Now, back to the music.
Blog Talk Radio.
Here we go. Blast off.
This is True Capitalist Radio.
True Capitalist Radio.
I am your host, the man they call Ghost.
The badass of business.
Give him capitalism or give him death.
That's it. Period.
Broadcasting from his Skyline office studios in beautiful downtown Austin, Texas.
You sound fruitier than a box of Fruit Loops, for Christ's sake.
And now, he'll take it from here. Your host, the prognosticator of prognosticators, the man they call
Ghost.
What's going on, folks? And thank you for tuning in with me to another edition of True Capitalist Radio. And of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. It is episode number 165, 165 episodes for the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. I mean, I can't believe already 165 episodes. I mean, good God. And anyway, folks, I know that I haven't been, conducting broadcasts for the past couple of days, this past Monday, and then we missed a baller Friday. But let me tell you something right now, folks. I'm living lavish. I'm making serious capital. And unfortunately, when it comes to making money, this show takes a back seat to that. Do you understand what I'm saying? So anyway, I had to tend to some brick-mortar business, and I had to tend to a whole bunch of other things that prohibited me from conducting this broadcast. But all else aside, we are here today. I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. Before we get into any goddamn thing, I'd like for everybody to please retweet the broadcast, all right? Everybody go to the forums, go to the social networks, go to the blogs, and spread it around like wildfire. And let everybody know that True Capitalist Radio is in effect and in the house. I mean, we've been absent for the past couple of days. My sincerest apologies for all the folks that were expecting a broadcast. But let me tell you something right now. We're doing some business here, all right? I mean, let me tell you something. We saw a retraction in yesterday's markets for all the folks that were looking at yesterday's markets. And, of course, it has to do with Europe once again. So the whole reason why we saw a retraction in yesterday's broadcast is because of Europe. These idiots in the EU can't necessarily take their heads out of their proverbial imperialistic monarch worship and ass cracks and realize that, hey, either you're going to fund this ridiculous socialist experiment even more to calm world markets or you're not. All right? I mean, it just stop pussyfooting around, EU. Jesus Christ. But anyway, we saw some gains today, even though the futures this morning looked pretty bad. I don't know if you folks that are actually trading futures out here. Futures, if you bet against the market this morning, which it looks like most of the people in the futures market did, let me tell you something right now. You lost some money today. And the reason you lost money is because what I have been prognosticating for a long period of time was that you're going to see earnings that are going to beat the street's expectations, and it's going to fuel a lot of the investor sentiment that we're seeing here today, and we're going to continue to see. Now, let me tell you something right now. After the bell here, this is after today's equities business, all right? We have got earnings from Apple, and Apple has missed the street's expectations. That's right. You would think everybody's waiting in line for iPhone 4S 12 38.9ers or whatever the hell the next... Well, whatever the damn iPhone is right now, you would think that, Apple computers would be up the wazoo as it relates to its earnings. But, of course, what have I always been saying? People have been calling up this broadcast, asking my opinion on Apple. I say, hey, I think that I mean, I wouldn't personally get in it. And you can look back in the archive. I've been saying it. And let me tell you something right now. They missed the expectations by 34 cents. I mean, that's a dramatic, that's a dramatic loss. And if you can look at the after-hours trading, Apple is down over 6-7% at this point in time and climbing. I mean, I would hate to own Apple stock. If you bought in today, it went over $400 today, for Christ's sake. So, once again, this is after hours, all right? This wasn't in today's trading. When the bell rung today, this news came after this, so this is going to be reflected in tomorrow's trading. So if you have any equities in the NASDAQ, you better watch those positions tomorrow, because you know as well as I, the sentiment in the investment community that partakes in investments in the NASDAQ are going to be kind of, a little flaky, to say the least, seeing that the iPhone maker of the world over here, Apple, didn't meet the streak's expectations. I mean, this is serious business here. So, I don't know. This is going to reflect, once again, we may see some negative numbers in the NASDAQ tomorrow. That's all I'm saying. But let's talk about today's numbers, all right? Let's not worry about, remember, hey, the bell's rung, all right? You know, whatever it is today, it's today's business. Worry about it tomorrow, all right? You got to have some time to unwind, have a few drinks, do whatever it takes. Whatever you like to do to unwind. You don't necessarily have to consume alcohol, but whatever you like to do to unwind, do what you have to do. Anyway, let's get to the markets. The markets look great today if you happen to have been investing in them. Of course, it's a day trader's market, but on top of which, if you made some bottom-feeding opportunities when the Dow Jones Industrials were at about 10,000 and change, you'd be seriously raking in some capital right here, right now. No BS. Dow Jones Industrials is up today 180.05 points, a percentage increase of 1.58%, closing out the Dow Jones Industrials at 11,577 points. That's pretty damn good for the Dow Jones. Let me tell you something right now. I think that I'm continuously optimistic about this particular market in the short term. Let me tell you something right now. These earnings, like I have prognosticated in the past when everybody was hesitant in the summer, I was making prognostications in the summer. And for you folks that have been avid listeners, I'm glad that you listen in, because you know that I've been saying it. I said that these earnings this fall were actually going to beat the investors' expectations. That's exactly what has happened here. And I'm going to continue to say it. I mean, these goddamn stocks are way oversold. And I think at this point in time, what we need here is we need some people out there in the regular, general, independent investor community to start coming forward and start investing in this market. I mean, it's way oversold, for Christ's sake. Anyway, let me continue on. S&P 500 is up today major. It took the major gains today. It is up 24.52 points, a percentage increase of, get this, 2.04% on the day. That's an increase for the S&P 500, closing out at 1,225.38 points for the S&P 500. I mean, good God. I mean, let me go ahead and have it. Give me my drink. Give me my drink. I gotta say cheers to the folks that are out there in the S&P 500, capitalizing, baby. You know what I mean? Good stuff. Let's get to the NASDAQ, shall we? NASDAQ is up also 42.51 points, a percentage increase of 1.63%, closing out the NASDAQ at 2,657.43 points for the NASDAQ. And let's continue going. We got the FTSE 100 not necessarily reflecting the Americans' gains out here. It is on the decrease today. The FTSE 100 closes on the downside 26.35 points, a percentage decrease of 0.48%, closing out the FTSE 100 at 5,410.35 points. Now, let me tell you something. We saw some increases in the equities. One would think that you would see some decreases in the commodities markets, and let me tell you something, it was a mixed bag in commodities. But let me tell you, at least we saw some decreases, as would traditional investors would relate to, in a market that didn't have any meddling with the government. But anyway, let me just put all that politics aside. Let's just get to the damn commodities prices, shall we? Energy. We are seeing Brent crude futures go up. They are up today 97 cents, a percentage increase of 0.88%, closing out Brent crude at $111. Jesus Christ, $111.13 per barrel of Brent crude oil. For Christ's sake, I mean, Jesus Christ, need some drink here. For Christ's sake, you know what I mean? Jesus Christ. Anyway, let's get gasoline futures. All right, they're up today $1.50, a percentage increase of 0.16%. Heating oil, we're feeling some of that Arctic front coming in down here in Texas. You know they're feeling it up north. You see a lot of people investing in the heating oil futures. It's been going up as of late. It is up again today, $1.75, a percentage increase of 0.58% on the day. Natural gas, I mean, good God. I mean, is anybody seeing this natural gas stuff? I mean, this natural gas it's just unbelievable. I would never, ever trade in this particular market. I mean, you're talking about volatility in the futures market. I mean, good God. And the reason that we have so much volatility is because, let's be honest, I mean, you know, they have figured out that the United States is literally the Saudi Arabia of natural gas. So you got a lot of investment going on, a lot of drilling, a lot of different things going on as it relates to the natural gas futures, and not just the futures, but the whole industry in general. And this is what's really causing it to have such a volatile kick in its approach to this particular goddamn market. For Christ's sake, I mean, just take a look today. All right, it is down 14 cents, a percentage decrease of 3.88% on the day. 3.88% on the day. I mean, we also saw some more decreases a couple of days back on a percentage basis point of that rate, if I'm not mistaken. And I mean, it's just ridiculous. I mean, this is natural gas futures. This is not some stock. I mean, I'm just saying that, you know, I'm glad that I'm not invested in this particular industry because it looks very volatile. Unless, of course, I had land where there were some shale underneath there that some natural gas company can come over here and lease it off of, make some serious money or something of that nature. But other than that, you know, who cares? Anyway, let's get to WTI sweet crude, because that's the price that everybody, even if you don't follow the markets, if you don't even understand the markets, this is the price that you should be concerned about as it relates to your everyday life. WTI sweet crude is the crude oil that is consumed by America, and the price that it closes out at every single day is going to give you an idea on what you're going to pay at the gas pump, what you're going to pay for items at the supermarket, at the shopping malls, because I have said this time and time again, and I know that you ass clowns out there have to need things repeated over and over again. I mean, just looking at the stupid kumbaya, you know, disgusting flea bags out there in goddamn Occupy Wall Street, this just goes to show you that even if you're getting an edumacation out there in the supposed collegiate world, because a lot of these idiots are just a bunch of hobos that were educated out here in the college world, I mean, things need to be repeated because, you know, let's be honest. I mean, the public education system robbed our children of cognitive reasoning, of critical thinking, for Christ's sake. Anyway, WTI sweet crude, like I said, not only is it going to gauge how much you're going to pay at the gas pump for gasoline, but if it goes up, that means that every good that's produced, wherever it's produced, whether it's produced at the farm, if it's agricultural commodities, whether it's produced at a factory, whatever the case might be, it has to be transported from point A to point B, and it uses some sort of mode of transportation to get there, and it uses petroleum to fuel that mode of transportation. Now, if the prices of WTI sweet crude is up, then that means that the prices that it takes to get these goods from point A to point B, the petroleum prices are going to be relayed to the consumer. That's why you see inflation in prices on goods at the supermarket, so on and so forth. So once again, you need to understand why I continue, all right? Why I continue to say this. Anyway, let's continue going, shall we? Got WTI sweet crude up $1.92, a percentage increase of 2.22% on the day. closing out WTI sweet crude at $88.30 per barrel of WTI sweet crude. All right, now remember, a couple of weeks ago we were at what, $70 or something? $88.30. You know, a pretty good jump today of 2.22% for Christ's sake. Yeah, good stuff, man. Johnny Walker Blue Label, baby. Anyway, what else we got going on? Agriculture, we got canola down today, $2.80. We've got cocoa down today, $51. That's a percentage decrease of 1.95%. You know that people were selling off. You know they were selling off and parlaying some of those increases that we've been seeing in this particular sector for the past several weeks. And they're parlaying those damn profits into the equities market, because just take a look at the equity. Just look at it. I mean, good God. Anyway, let's get some more. What else we got going on? Coffee, it is down today, $2.50, a percentage decrease of 1.07% on the day, for Christ's sake. It's for all you ass clowns that like make an excuse for being a jerk dick in the morning. Hey, dude, don't talk to me unless, you know, I have my coffee, dude. Just don't talk to me unless I have my coffee. Shut up, man. I'll kick to the freaking balls. I like to give those idiots, if you want my personal opinion. But, of course, you know, without the threat of incarceration or assault charges or anything of that nature, I mean, it's just, you got to sit here and, you know, and deal with these idiots. Anyway, let's continue going. We got corn up today. Jesus Christ, like we need corn up anymore, for Christ's sake. Corn is up $3.50, a percentage increase of 0.55%. I mean, you know, enough with this increase in corn, man. I mean, I'm really sick of it. I mean, it just seems to me that we just have to accept these high corn prices. I'm going to have to accept, you know, having to get an ear of corn for $1, or two goddamn ears of corn for $1, for Christ's sake. I mean, we got scorched earth out here in Texas that's ruined our agriculture. I mean, we've got the government subsidizing the burning of half of our goddamn corn yield because they're turning it into corn ethanol. Yeah, we're going to turn it into corn ethanol so that we can have an alternative to petroleum gasoline. It's ridiculous. It's just sick. It's goddamn sick is what I'm saying. Anyway, where am I? Where am I, engineer? Goddamn it, where the hell am I? Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, folks. You got to forgive me here. You know, I'm working like a son of a bitch out here. You have to understand. I mean, I got brick-mortar businesses out here. I've got real estate situations that I've got going on a variety of different levels. I've got, you know, equities, futures. I've got all kinds of different financial instruments and investments, for Christ's sake. They've all been increasing. And, you know, when you see yourself being successful, I mean, when you're an individual that witnesses the actual fruits of your labor, you just don't want to stop. You know what I'm saying? You just don't want to stop. I don't want to stop. I don't want to just, you know, go to sleep and just start, you know, getting comfortable with what I'm getting. No, absolutely not. That's not the point. I want more, baby. Do you understand that? I got to have it. I mean, you people need to understand. I want more. I'm a capitalist. And as you can see, I've been working myself to the bone, for Christ's sake. I mean, if you look at my tweets, I'm literally on all hours of the night. I'm getting by on like 3 or 4 hours sleep, for Christ's sake. I'm doing research. I'm reading, for Christ's sake. I mean, you got to be on top of your game to make the best speculations possible. I mean, it's just, oh, Jesus Christ. And as you can see, I mean, as you can witness, I mean, I can feel it with myself, man. I feel a little tired, you know. I feel the burden of too much work, you know. All work, no play makes Jack a dull boy. You know what I'm talking about? But let me tell you something. What makes it all worthwhile is all the damn capital that I'm generating, for Christ's sake. You know what I mean? Woo! Let me have some more of that. Let me have some more of that Johnny Walker, man. Oh, man. Anyway, I'm sorry, folks. I'm just, as you can see, I'm just not my, you know, usual self here. I don't want to exert too much energy too much on this show anymore. You know, I have to exert it on making these, you know, hard decisions. You know, I mean, life is all about decisions, folks. Always remember that. if you take anything from this show, you have to realize that life is all about decisions. And it comes down to the most life-changing decisions, or even the ones that you feel that are so minute that you don't even think that they're even significant decisions. But just imagine that that's how life is put together. Just imagine if you hadn't met that girl, or if you're a girl, you hadn't met that guy, and that path that you initially had for yourself was taken in a different direction. And because of that, you're in somewhere you never even imagined that you'd be. I mean, just imagine, if you hadn't had that supposed friend from work, if you hadn't met that stupid schmuck on the street, whatever the case might be, it's these little decisions, bringing people into your lives, making career decisions. It's these types of decisions, folks, that basically make and create the success or non-success of your life. So if you take anything else, just make sure that every decision that you make is critically analyzed, and you realize that, any impulsive decision you make, you better suffer the consequence of that impulsive decision. You want to know people that aren't, basically taking responsibility for their impulsive decision-making? You want to see a good group of people? Take a look at any of these Occupy Wall Street protests all over America, all right? Those are a whole group of people that just don't want to take responsibility for their own personal decision-making, all right? And now they're just out here blaming this guy, blaming that guy. It's Wall Street's fault. It's my mama's fault. It's my daddy's fault. And now that I've got myself an 8-year degree in underwater basket weaving or in art history as it relates to the Baroque period, and I can't get paid for this degree at $80,000 a year, well, then I'm not going to go out and work. I'm going to go out here and join the vagabond revolution, for Christ's sake. I mean, it's just ridiculous. It's just pathetic is what it is. That's a good example right there of people that don't want to take responsibility for their goddamn decisions. Anyway, let me continue going. Where the hell am I at, engineer? I forgot my play. Where the hell am I at? All right, I think I'm at cotton. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, put it up, cotton. All right, cotton is down today, 18 cents. That's a percentage decrease of 0.18%. All right, we've got, what is this? Wheat futures are down today, modestly, but they're down $2.75. Sugar continues to see its increase, very modest, still increased today, 6 cents, a percentage increase of 0.22% on the day. Soybean futures are down $2.25. Lumber, good God, lumber is up today, $4.50, a percentage increase of 1.88% on the day. We've got oat futures down 50 cents, a percentage decrease of 0.15%. Soybean oil futures are down 20 cents today. And good God, I don't know what the hell's going on with the wool futures, but it doesn't look like the bull-nosed bull dykes are coming out for the wool futures anymore, because, good God, wool is down another $5 today, a percentage decrease of 0.39% on the decrease. I mean, good God. I mean, what the hell's going on with the bull-nosed bull dykes, for Christ's sake? I mean, what do you got to put? You got to put like some salmon smell on the wool? I mean, I don't know. Never mind. Let's just get to the goddamn markets here. All right, where the hell am I? We got metals. That's right, we're getting to the metals. Let's get to the damn metals. I mean, that's some good goddamn scotch. I'm sorry if I'm guzzling it down, but I'm a little tense. I'm a little tired. I need to relax for a little bit. All right. Jesus Christ. Anyway, where the hell am I at here? We got copper futures. They're down today. For some reason, I have no idea why the copper futures are down. I know we've been seeing big spikes as of late in this particular sector. I don't know if people are selling off, parlaying those particular profits into the damn equities that we've been seeing the increase in the equities. But we should be seeing at least some kind of damn increase in copper, but we're not. It's down today 25 cents, a percentage decrease of 0.07% on the day. Let's get to precious metals, shall we? We've got gold down today for some reason, $15.90. I guess everybody once again is going to the equities. They're going to the equities, trying to cash in, baby. And who can you blame? Who can you blame? I've been saying once again that equities are oversold. The only reason that people are going in and out of them is because that's how the market's working at this point in time. It's a pussy-whipped investment community that is impulsively, taking their money in and out of these equities based upon news, based upon earnings, based upon events, based upon any of this nonsense. Ridiculous. It's horrible. Anyway, gold is down today, $15.90, a percentage decrease of 0.95%. Closing out the day at $1,660.70 per troy ounce of gold. Let's get to silver, shall we? Because we saw silver increase today. Silver is up 25 cents, a percentage increase of 0.81% on the day. Closing out silver at $32.08 per troy ounce of silver. I mean, good God, you know what I'm saying? I mean, no consistency whatsoever. I don't get it. But hey, it's this pussy-whipped goddamn investment community, for Christ's sake. Anyway, let's get to livestock, and let's get to this damn markets, and let's go ahead and take your calls. Livestock, live cattle futures are down modestly today. They're down 7 cents, a percentage decrease of 0.06%. We've got cattle feeder down today, 67 cents, a percentage decrease of 0.47%, excuse me. And lean hog futures, that's for all you assholes that like to shove a couple of fat, greasy ham bones down your damn gullet. Man, lean hog is up today, 35 cents, a percentage increase of 0.39%. And that, my friends, is the markets for your ass. Woo! Man, anyway, let me tell you something. I've been guzzling down this goddamn Johnny Walker Blue Label like it's going out of style here. Man, that's some good stuff. Anyway, I want to hear from you, 646-652-4869. I know that we're going to have a whole bunch of prank calling jerk dicks, but we're just going to have to deal with them, folks. But believe it or not, I'm trying to make this broadcast as serious business as I possibly can. And unfortunately, we have a lot of elements out here that are trying to prohibit us from doing so. We're in a serious time in history, and I think that at this point in time, ass clowns that are, counting the dingleberries that are in their ass hairs, laughing at all the ridiculousness that is being implemented by a bunch of trolls on this broadcast, for Christ's sake. I think they need to realize that this show is serious business. Now, look, I'm not trying to sit here and say that, occasionally yours truly likes to, throw some tongue-in-cheek type of commentary, likes to, sit here and have fun a little bit. There's a lot of people that like to accuse me of being racist for some reason. I mean, I just like to think that I'm being colorful in my commentary, but these people over here just trying to say that I'm some kind of a goddamn grand dragon racist, sexist, whatever the case might be. I am not. God damn, I need another drink for Christ's sake. I am not, all right? And the bottom line is that you folks out here need to start taking my show, all right? True Capitalist Radio as serious as this goddamn broadcast is, all right? My show deserves respect. I mean, have you taken a look at the goddamn YouTube videos that they've been making out there about me? Let me tell you something right now. There are folks that are actually, taking it upon themselves, and I want to thank those folks sincerely from the bottom of my heart. There are folks that are actually flagging these videos now that are being made by these trolls, these disgusting, despicable bastards that are out here making these YouTube videos, trying to make me look like a jerk-off, trying to make me look like some disgusting, despicable ass clown out here, and we're not going to let them get away with it, all right? We're not going to let them get away with it. And I want to thank those that are out there that are flagging these videos because I don't deserve it, man. I don't deserve this crap. You bastards. I deserve more respect, all right? And everybody who listens to me out there on the internets should know this, all right? I've been doing this goddamn broadcast for a long goddamn time, boy. You know, and for you idiots to be sitting over here besmirching the integrity of my broadcast really chaps my ass, you sorry sacks of crap. But let me tell you something. You're lucky we're not in a damn bar room right now. You're lucky we're not in a goddamn bar room right goddamn now, because I'll be starting to throw around ass whoopings and taking names right now. I'm not joking, all right? I'd be kicking people's asses so hard, for Christ's sake, your goddamn grandkids will have black eyes, boy. Anyway, and another thing I don't appreciate is all you idiots out there that are calling bars on 6th Street and 5th Street and 12th Street and wherever the hell else you're calling, looking for me. Hey, screw you assholes, all right? You piece of crap. All right, screw you people, all right? I got a life, you jerk, all right? I got a life. I got a life here. Jesus Christ. Trying to ruin my life out here. I'm out here in Austin, Texas, for Christ's sake, all right? I'm well known around these parts, all right? I get respect around here. And you people are out here calling goddamn bars all over the land. Hey, stupid assholes. Anyway, 646-652-4869 is the number to call here. Let me tell you something. I got 2 words for you idiots, all right? Now, I'm not joking, all right? You people think that I'm a big joke. All right, you people think, Let me tell you something right goddamn now, all right? Punitive damages, all right? That's all I got to say, all right? Punitive freaking damages. Anyway, folks, I needed to say a couple of things there, and we're just going to move on with the broadcast. I want to talk a little bit about, right now, Barack Obama utilizing taxpayer funds to go on this so-called jobs tour. All right? Yeah, he's going out there promoting an American jobs tour. You know, he's, touting down anybody who's in opposition of it in Congress, calling them damn near unpatriotic, that they don't want to help the middle class, so on and so forth. All right? I find it funny that Barack Obama is utilizing our tax dollars. Meanwhile, he's trying to raise $1 billion, all right? He's trying to raise $1 billion for his campaign contribution war chest so that he can use to buy the presidency for a second term. Now, what's even more ironic about this whole scenario about Barack Obama utilizing the jobs tour so that, the taxpayers can fund, the tour bus and, the expenses and all the other nonsense that is entailed when you're going out there campaigning for any kind of office, on top of which he's touting American jobs. Well, a report comes out today, and not only a report, but one of our senators, John McCain, which I've never been a fan of, but he went out there in the Senate and basically told it how it is. Barack Obama, the irony of this man to go out here and wave his finger in the face of anybody who's in opposition of this jobs plan, this man is utilizing a bus, a tour bus that is from Canada. Yeah, from Canada, for Christ's sake. This is a Canadian bacon bus. So he's going around the country in a Canadian bacon bus that the United States taxpayers are funding, mind you, touting American jobs. I mean, that's just great, isn't it? Oh, yeah, that's just, oh, Canada, we'll use your buses to tout our jobs. Jesus Christ. This is horrible. I mean, the irony, the freaking irony, for Christ's sake. Really good stuff. Anyway, let me go ahead and take some calls here. What do you think about Barack Obama doing this, I mean, this man is utilizing taxpayer, money to fund the so-called touting of this jobs bill, which is nothing more than, stumping for the campaign for 2012. I mean, I'm not joking. It's horrible. And then the whole Canadian bus thing, I don't know. I mean, I mean, what the hell do you have to say about it? 646-652-4869 is the number to call. We're not taking any ridiculous calls. We're not going to be sitting over here listening to your little audio file. Look, I'm going to take somebody else's audio file. I'm going to play it on the air, and it's going to make me feel like I'm significant in some fashion. Oh, yes, it's going to make me... Shut up. Shut your stinking hole, for Christ's sake. Anyway, as a matter of fact, look at these idiots spamming. You know what, engineer? Implement chat room martial law, these sons of bitches. Implement chat room martial law. That's goddamn right. We're implementing chat room martial law here, folks. Unfortunately, if you're coming into the broadcast and you're in the chat room and you're wondering why there's no activity, it's because we have implemented chat room martial law because we are witnessing utter chaos. We can't have these people, act in any kind of orderly fashion whatsoever. And I think it's just a disgrace. And if we don't do this, the troll terrorist wins. All right. If we don't do this, the troll terrorists win, and I refuse to allow them to do so. So that's what we're going to do, all right? That's what we're going to do. So you're just going to have to sit there under chat room martial law. Anyway, once again, Obama utilizing United States taxpayer money to tout his so-called jobs plan when he's actually utilizing the stump speech for the 2012 campaign, for Christ's sake. I mean, shouldn't this be coming out of his own pocket? I mean, didn't we report that he raised about $80 million this quarter? I mean, in campaign contributions. I mean, why isn't this man utilizing his own capital? Huh, Mr. Yes We Can? Can somebody explain that to me? I'm just asking. I'm just asking. Jesus Christ. 646-652-4869 is the number to call. Let's take some calls right now. We got area code 450. What's up? What do you think about Obama?
Hey, Ghost, Tumbleweed. It's somewhat on the topic, but the other day I was in up in Montreal, and I saw those stupid Occupy people up in Montreal.
Wow.
Yeah.
They're in Montreal now?
Yeah, they're everywhere, man. I swear. There was some people giving out some free food and just a bunch of, as you say, ass clowns going around with these signs and.
I mean, that's just horrible. I mean, what are they demanding in Canada, for Christ's sake? I mean, isn't Canada pretty much taking care of every person out there in some sort of socialist fashion? I mean, what else do they want?
You know what? That's what I was thinking. I asked a few people because I went to see for myself, and they were pretty much just saying like, we need more, blah blah blah, all this stuff. Like, I guess you do the whining voice pretty good. That's pretty much all they sounded like. I have no clue what they were doing there.
That's just horrible. I mean, that just makes me sick, man. That makes me sick. I mean, you got assholes in Canada out here trying to stage your own Occupy Wall Street? For what? For what, for Christ's sake? I mean, good God. I mean, there's not enough mooses for you to, shove a moose antler up your ass? I mean, I don't get it. There's not enough maple leafs, to fan your ball sacks? I don't get it, Canadians. What's your problem now, all right? I don't get it. You got free health care. You get to be some just obnoxious socialist jerk out there in Canada. I don't get it. I have no idea whatsoever what's up with these Canadian bacon idiots. But this just goes to show you that this is nothing more than a bum revolution. This is a vagabond revolution. This is what this is. This is a vagabond revolution, and it makes me sick. It's a bunch of bums. This is a bum festival, for Christ's sake. This is the Burning Man. You know what I'm talking about? I mean, do you find it coincidental that these idiots are, banging on bongos, for Christ's sake, singing Kumbaya? Kumbaya! Like, give me a freaking break. Jesus Christ. Anyway, thanks a lot, Tumbleweed, man. We appreciate you listening in. As a matter of fact, I'm glad that you called up and said, hey, they're in Canada now. They're out here in Canada. I mean, what do you want? What do you idiots want in Canada, for Christ's sake? The government's just coddling your ass. They're being wet nurse to you, for Christ's sake. Stupid, dumb Canadians. Anyway, let's continue going out here. Who else do we got going on, engineer? I got a shot. All right, well, let's hope that we get some decent calls. That was a pretty good call by Tumbleweed. Let's see, 909, what's up? What do you think about Obama? No, we're not going that route there, buddy. Who else we got? We got 478. What do you think about Obama?
Ghost, baby. Did you hear me?
Oh, Jesus, not you. What do you want?
Look, baby, I was just trying to call you. I know you're kind of upset about this whole Occupy Wall Street thing and everything, so I wanted to kind of, try to take your mind off that. I wanted to talk about this documentary that I'm coming up with on YouTube, baby. I'm about to release a documentary, baby.
What, a documentary? What are you talking about? You're supposed to be on, these goddamn government entitlements. How can you come up with the funds for a documentary?
Nah, I mean, my sister has a webcam, and that's all we really need for this documentary. It ain't nothing special, Ghost. It ain't like some Michael Moore, type documentary. But basically, me and Pookie, we went up to the library yesterday and got on the internet. And we started, emailing all these local fast food locations, talking about how their service was horrible. And we going to get so many coupons, Ghost, from those fast food restaurants, and we ain't even had a bad experience. So we're going to make a documentary on how you could be a fast food ghetto capitalist, Ghost. What do you think about that?
Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me tell you something. Did you see what happened to that entitlement piece of, Lesbo garbage in that one, Greenwich McDonald's, huh? Raising up, trying to go in back of the goddamn McDonald's. She got her goddamn ass beat down by a capitalist worker. And what's unfortunate is that a capitalist worker has to go to jail because some ghettofied piece of trash, just like yourself, had to go out and try to get ghetto, try to go in back there acting like, yeah, you can't do that to me, baby, meh. And she got her ass, they both got their ass beat down to the ground. I thought that was excellent.
I did too, baby. I would never jump behind the counter. You're asking for it if you jump behind the counter. I can't believe that guy's getting charged with assault. I would have beat them bitches over the head too, Ghost. But, I'm not walking up into these fast food restaurants, like slapping people across the counter, baby. All I'm doing is sending emails, and they sending me coupons, Ghost. It's crazy. It's like it's the EBT with no application, Ghost.
You son of a bitch. You forget this sick son. Get him off, for Christ's sake. I mean, are you witnessing? I mean, hey, Occupy Wall Street. I mean, hello. This is the 99 cents. Actually, they're worth 99 cents, but the 99% that you're fighting for, ass clowns. Jesus Christ. This is the 99% you're fighting for out here. They're collecting all the money off the goddamn government entitlements, and this idiot has the audacity to sit here and call my show and say, yeah, baby, I'm sitting here, I'm getting out of here, emailing these motherfuckers a coupon, baby. I'm getting me a coupon for a free burger, baby. I'm getting me a copy. Jesus Christ. I mean, get this mic out of my face. Get this out of my face. Jesus Christ. This is sick, man. This is sick. I try every goddamn time I get on this broadcast, I try. God. And this is the kind of crap I get on a consistent basis. I don't know why. God damn it. It makes me sick. I'll tell you that right goddamn now. But let me tell you something, you vagabond pieces of garbage. Let me tell you something, you ass clowns out there at Occupy Wall Street, out there in all these goddamn little Occupy protests all across the country. Let me tell you something right now. The capitalists are not going to sit by and take it quietly. Do you understand this? You're not going to sit here and wave your fingers in our faces when we are the producers of our civilization, when we are the ones that are the folks of this system of society. And for you idiot, disgusting, wasted human life American moochers with your iPads, your iPhones, your Lululemon attire, for Christ's sake, I mean, for all your ridiculous hair did, your makeup, all this nonsense, you idiots better just watch how you're stepping towards the American capitalist. That's all I got to say to you, sorry, sack of crap. I mean, give me that mic. Goddamn mic, for Christ's sake. Let me tell you something right now. You better idiots. You understand me, idiots? You understand that? You better watch how you step towards the capitalist, you sorry sacks of Occupy crap. Do you understand that? We're the ones that fund these governments. We're the ones that fund these goddamn entitlements that you idiots receive on the first of the month. You idiots need to start sitting here and recognizing before we bitch slap you idiots back into reality, and that's all I'm saying, all right? That's all I'm saying. Jesus Christ. I mean, you know what? Our president, you know, is not helping this with the goddamn antagonism of class warfare either. You know what I'm saying? I mean, straight up. I mean, it's not happening here. You know, this antagonism of class warfare by our president is ridiculous. I mean, he has the audacity to sit over here and say, I am Barack Obama, and I am for the people. Even though he's going to raise $1 billion for his campaign contribution account just so that he can buy himself a goddamn second term, for Christ's sake. And the only reason that I'm bringing this up is because this man is utilizing taxpayer money right now in this so-called jobs little tour that he's doing out here in America. All right? He's utilizing taxpayer money to basically fund this ridiculous little jobs tour, which is nothing more than a campaign stump that should be coming out of his pocket. All right? $80 million this quarter in campaign contribution funds, for Christ's sake. He's utilizing the goddamn taxpayer money, for Christ's sake. This is what upsets me. Do you understand what I'm saying there, boy? Do you understand what I'm saying? I want to hear from you. What do you have to say about this crap? I mean, is this goddamn thing on for crap? I mean, is this goddamn thing on? I want to hear from you. 646-652-4869 is the number to call. What do you think about Barack Obama out here utilizing this so-called jobs tour, which is funded by the taxpayers, utilizing it for a 2012 stump speech, a stump tour, a campaign tour, which should be coming out of his pocket, Mr. Billionaire. I'm going to become a billionaire with my campaign contribution funds, for Christ's sake. Area code 336. What do you think about Obama?
Hey, Ghost. How you doing?
How's it going?
All right, so Obama was in my town today. He was talking to all those Occupy Wall Street. So I was on the bus trying to get to school, and they had blocked off roads, and so none of the buses could get to school. So we were delayed. Like, I don't think, I thought he'd think, education was important, but apparently they had to block off all the roads just so he could get in, just so he could get to where he was going. He had to block off.
Well, hey, welcome to America. You know what I'm saying? Not to mention that did he block your school bus and prevent you from getting an education, even though he's touting jobs and touting education? Not only is he doing that, but this man he's utilizing this jobs tour as a disguise so that he can have the taxpayers fund this nonsense. The taxpayers should not be funding this crap. It should be coming out of his $80 million that he raised this quarter. I mean, and not only that, it's in a Canadian tour bus. It's not even an American tour bus company that's, he's utilizing so that he can go out and tout this so-called jobs plan. It's ridiculous. Anyway, thanks for calling, man. It's a shame that, he had to sit here and just kind of go through town, stop your school bus, and prevent you from going into school and conducting an education. That's just ridiculous. But, once again, the liberals, the hypocrisy. The hypocrisy. And do you hear these idiots on Occupy Wall Street talking about government hypocrisy? No, absolutely not. As a matter of fact, if you've been following me on Twitter, and the Twitter account for all you folks that are idiots that don't know already, I mean, you should have been following me by now, Ghost Politics, all one word, no underscores, for Christ's sake. I have been tweeting all these videos that have basically been showing that these idiots out here in Occupy Wall Street are nothing more than a bunch of idiots that don't even want to focus their attention on Barack Obama. I mean, there's been interviews that I have posted where they have thrown a microphone in these idiots' faces and asked them, hey, well, are you protesting against Barack Obama? And they're sitting over there saying, no, I'm not going to do that. I mean, absolutely not. Are you kidding me? Oh, my God. I mean, Barack Obama, he's just the greatest thing. I mean, that's all there is to it, for Christ's sake. And, here you people are sitting over here going to those damn campaign stump speeches out here that are being funded by the taxpayer. And you have no problem. I mean, he's sitting over here touting American jobs. He's in a Canadian bus, man. He's in a bus provided by Canadians, touting jobs for America. I mean, do you understand the hypocrisy here, you morons? Jesus Christ. Who else do we got? Area code 231. What's up? Yeah, you're just playing with your Peter Popper. 847. What's up? What do you think about Obama? Yeah, you're just playing with your Peter Popper, too, for Christ's sake. Jesus Christ. 902, what's up?
Hey, Ghost.
How's it going?
I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about the Occupy Wall Street, if that's okay.
Go ahead. What's up?
I was sitting in law class today, and I thought this was pretty funny. My teacher started going on about Occupy Canada now, and what that is, it's pretty much the Occupy Wall Street movement trying to move to Canada, and I couldn't believe how ridiculous it was.
Well, what's the demands based upon your professor's interpretations? I mean, I think, given the fact that you have the demands coming in from Occupy Wall Street, it sounds like they want a lot like what Canada has. And now you got Canada basically coming out and saying, hey, this is not good enough for us. I mean, what's the basis of this?
I don't really understand it either. I mean, I was sitting in there, and eventually I had to voice my opinion. I was getting so sick and tired of it. I just said, Miss, we really have to talk about this. And I just completely ripped on them. I mean, everybody was in shock and awe because I was here calling them jobless and poor and beggars, but they're not working, so why do they deserve money? They're ripping on CEOs of big companies who deserve what they get, and yet they're not even willing to work for it.
No, you're absolutely right there, 902. They're not willing to work for it. I'm glad that you're starting to grasp this concept. I mean, here you are, you're in the law school, you're trying to get yourself a degree so you can work for a living. The whole reason why you're getting into law so that you can, provide enough income for yourself so you can suffice what you feel is comfort for yourself. But you've got these idiots that are more than willing to sleep in tent cities all across the country, for Christ's sake. They're more than willing to sleep in 2 to 3 in a sleeping bag out here in a puddles of piss and sewer water and rats in the street, the whole 9 yards. It's just unbelievably disgraceful, man. These people have no integrity. They have no pride whatsoever. They don't want to take any kind of initiative whatsoever. I mean, the pride that you speak of, sir, young man, from law school, the pride that in the vigor that you're coming at me and coming at the broadcast with, these people don't have it. They have it in mass collectives for demands of things that they know they would never get, otherwise causing a mass chaotic scene. I mean, it's all there is to it. It's disgraceful, man. I mean, this is a bum revolution, for Christ's sake. And anybody who's involved with it, you're a freaking bum, all right? You're a freaking bum. And for you idiots that are trying to disguise yourself out there and Occupy Wall Street, trying to disguise your communism, trying to disguise your socialism, why don't you just come forward? Why don't you just admit that you are or have a communist agenda? But I challenge all those that are out there obliging this communism out there in Occupy Wall Street. I challenge you all with this. What was the last line in the Communist Manifesto? Was it the losers of the world unite? Was it the bums and the bowels of society unite? Huh? No, absolutely not. It was the workers of the world unite, you stupid, hypocritical jerk dicks. So for all you wannabe communist, Marxist, and, idiot ass clowns that are out there with your damn stupid, ridiculous, goddamn picket signs, your ridiculous propaganda, why don't you stupid idiots realize that your own little doctrine, the crap that you're peddling forth, even says in its own doctrine that the workers, key word, workers, not assholes that are going to be funded by the government to just sit on their asses and smoke marijuana and look at cartoons all day. No, the workers of the world unite, you stupid, ungrateful pricks. So there, for all you communists that are out there on Occupy Wall Street, I just did, you know what I just did? I just did, are you good? Are you good? I just bitch slapped all of you into submission. Because how are you going to debate that now, Mr. Communists? How are you going to debate that now? How are you going to demand a communist revolution when none of those people that are out there comprised of this so-called Occupy Wall Street has anything to do with workers, all right? I mean, that's the basis of Marxism, idiots. The workers of the world, not the losers, not the bums, not the vagabonds, not the riff-raff of life. It's the workers of the world unite. So take that in your goddamn peace pipe and smoke it, you goddamn Occupy Wall Street ass clowns. Because you know who the worker is starting to look towards at this point in time? The worker that has pride and integrity, that actually wants to go out and maintain their own living, not be under the guise of big brother government, not being told what to do, not being told what to say, how to think, if you want this little damn EBT card. Not being treated like some serf or some subject, for Christ's sake. I'm talking about the workers of America. I'm talking about the workers of the world. These people, these hard-working patriots, these hard-working individuals are now starting to come under the umbrella of capitalists. Because they know as well as I that these people that have no integrity, these people that have no goddamn any kind of self-worth for themselves should not have anyone look upon themselves with any kind of misdirected empathy. None whatsoever. So that's why I call on the workers of the world. Don't be fooled by these dumbass, disgraceful, disgusting wastes of life that are doing nothing but consuming from this world, that are doing nothing but raping the world of its natural resources. The workers of the world need to come together. They need to unite under capitalism. Because by God, the only prerequisite that one needs to become a capitalist is to work. Is to not collect any goddamn entitlements and to pay taxes. And let me tell you something right now, folks. If you fall under those three categories, you are a capitalist whether you like it or not. Whether you like it or not. And I know there's a lot of losers out here. Whenever I put this on the debating table, whenever I provide substance on the debating table, for Christ's sake, they don't want you to hear it. Because it makes too much sense. Because they know that I am basically putting them out for the goddamn falsified, disgusting, lack of educated piece of trash that they are. So once again, Occupy Wall Street commies, I'm putting you on the goddamn table here, all right? Your own God, your own secularist doctrine even says the workers of the world unite. Not the goddamn vagabonds, the bums, and the losers. Why don't you get that through your thick, stupid skulls out there? And once you get that through your thick, stupid skulls there, then maybe you'll begin to have some intellectual curiosity with your little pissant movement. And I'm talking to all the Occupy Wall Streets, all across the country, all across the world. Because it's ridiculous. You people are causing chaos just because you ain't got what you think that you deserve. You should blame that asshole that looks back at you in the mirror. You know what I'm saying? That's who you need to blame because you're not rich, because you're not wealthy, because you don't have the materials that you want. You need to blame the ass clown that looks at you in the mirror, that stupid, disgusting, beady eyes you got going on over there. That's who you need to start blaming there, you sorry sack of crap. And don't be sitting over here blaming anybody else. Stupid, disgusting idiots out here wanting to be subjects to a government. I mean, can you believe these people? That's what they're doing out here in these Occupy Wall Street protests. They are begging Big Brother government to take control of them. I mean, did you see what they did to a liberal leader John Lewis, Representative John Lewis in Atlanta. I tweeted this disgusting, despicable YouTube video. Did you see what they did to him? And he's liberal. I mean, this was a man that walked with Martin Luther King and got his ass beat by the police for marching. These disgusting, despicable minions, these communist, so-called communist nonsense, what did they do to him? They threw him under the bus like he was a piece of trash. And if you didn't watch that YouTube video, well, by God, you need to be slapped in the face with the reality there. You need to look it up for yourself. Jesus Christ. Anyway, what the hell? We're already in the second hour of the True Capitalist radio broadcast, and I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. It's Taco Tuesday, for Christ's sake. I forgot all about it. Taco Tuesday in the house. And looking at the damn chat room, for Christ's sake, it looks like we may have to implement another chat room martial law engineer. Look at these idiots. Implement it now. We have to implement chat room martial law because these idiots are being chaotic out here, and we need to instill some kind of order. We need to instill some kind of order out here. And if we don't, the troll terrorists win, for Christ's sake. It's Taco Tuesday. Let's go ahead and give a little bit of Twitter shout-outs, all right? How about that, huh? I want a little bit of that, huh? Hey, engineer, do we have any Twitter shout-outs to be given out here? All right, let's go ahead and start giving some Twitter shout-outs. We've got Bubbling Toast. We've got Career in PS3. We've got Weldon Crash. We've got me, Johnny Brennan. Yeah, shove it up your ass. We've got Shish Kebab Ass Clown. We've got Flaming Nipple Chop. Who the hell else? Once again, if you want to if you want a shout out right here, right now, what you do is you go to my Twitter account, all right? Ghost Politics, all one word, no underscores, for Christ's sake, and retweet the first tweet in the Twitter account. You do that, for Christ's sake, we'll give you a shout out right here, right now. All right? We've got Dusty Texan. Shove it up your ass, all right? Let me tell you something right now for you idiots that are going to make the Dust Texas jokes, all right? I can already see it. I already see it with you idiots. What happened in Texas, that dust storm happened in West Texas, that was serious business, all right? I mean, we had never seen anything like that in our lives out here, all right? I mean, this is just getting way out of hand. All these atmospheric anomalies out here. I mean, it's bad enough that, Jesus Christ, we got scorched earth out here in Texas. Don't you understand that? We got scorched earth. So anyway, for you idiots that are going to be sitting over here making, little funny comments about, hey, look at this, we got the Dust Texas bowl, like, shove it up your ass, all right? Anyway, who else we got going on? We got Mike Jones Magic. We've got the Ghetto Ghost. Yeah, shove it up your ass. Nobody better call themselves the Ghetto Ghost, all right? Anyway, we got Occupy Canterlot. We've got Hope Euro Fails. Yeah, well, who cares if the Euro fails, right? I mean, Jesus Christ. We got some idiot named Squirrel Fister. Yeah, Jesus Christ, you sick sons of bitches. Once again, retweet the first tweet on the Twitter account if you want a shout out right here, right now. Some sick asshole named Poop Buffet. We've got Anonymous Plummo in the house. We've got Dan Weldon Goofed. Jesus Christ, are you kidding me, man? Is that the name of that guy from the IndyCar thing? Because I'm not into IndyCar or any of that stuff. Is that the guy? It's the guy. God damn it, you sick sons of bitches, man. You guys are sick, man. I'm not joking. There's nothing funny about that whatsoever, man. What was the guy? 33 years old, for Christ's sake? Horrible. Jesus Christ. Anyway, who else we got? We got. I'm not saying these. These are all having to do with that ridiculous. I'm not saying it. Let me tell you something right now. If they're going to continue with these sick-ass, twisted, freaked-out, pathetic, heartless, soulless names, I'm not gonna give this damn Twitter shout out again. I'm not gonna do any more of this crap, all right? Son of a bitch. Anyway, we've got Mecha Godzilla, wildfire for shove it up your ass. All right, that's enough. Screw it. Hey, get off, engineer. Screw him. I'm not going to sit over here and give you idiots any kind of Twitter shout-outs if you're going to be making sick-ass, twisted, disgusting, despicable names like that. I refuse. You understand that? I refuse! Son of a bitch. Anyway, we were supposed to be talking about Obama utilizing taxpayer money to tout his quote-unquote jobs plan when he's actually just campaigning for the 2012 campaign, which should be coming out of his own pocket, but unfortunately it isn't. It's coming out of the taxpayer pocket, for Christ's sake. But since nobody really wants to talk about that, we had a couple of people chime in about it, but most people want to talk about other subject matters. We're going to go ahead and move on here. We're going to have a GOP debate tonight on CNN for all the folks that don't know. And let me tell you something. Who's the man? Who's the man coming into this goddamn GOP debate? Huh? My man, Herman Sugar Cane, baby. Woo! You notice ever since yours truly basically endorsed this man for president, officially endorsed. I mean, you can go back in the archive and look at the date when yours truly officially endorsed Herman Cain. Ever since then, he's just taken off in popularity. Ever since then, he's been talking more and more capitalist rhetoric, which resonates with the workers, which resonates with the small business owners, which resonates with all those that are in any form of private enterprise whatsoever. So once again, this is the man that's leading the GOP candidates for president or potential running for president under the GOP umbrella. Herman Sugar Cane, baby. Woo! Let me tell you something right now. That's my man. That's my man, and ever since I endorsed him, look, a steady train upward as it relates to his popularity. Let me tell you something right now. I'm proud to be a Herman Cain supporter. As a matter of fact, if you're listening, you need to donate to the Herman Cain campaign. I mean, you have to think that Barack Obama is going to raise $1 billion, all right? $1 billion with a B. $1 billion. I mean, where's all that billion going to come from? The same Wall Street people that he's trying to vilify in these speeches, you know? Oh, yeah. I mean, where do you think all this is coming from? I mean, the same people that he's trying to agitate. I mean, it's just ridiculous. All right? I'm saying that just whatever you've got, whether it's $2, $10, $1,000, donate to the Herman Sugar Cane campaign, baby. You understand what I'm saying? For president. And you tell him Ghost sent you. There's been a few people that have donated to his campaign that actually have put me down as a source, and I really appreciate that, folks. We need more and more donations out here for this man right here. He ain't going to be able to raise all this money like Barack Obama. I mean, Barack Obama's going to raise $1 billion, a freaking $1 billion, for Christ's sake. Jesus Christ. Anyway, once again, a debate today, GOP tonight. My man, Herman Sugar Cane, baby. Woo! Anyway, let's go ahead and take some calls here. What do people say about Herman Sugar Cane? That's my man, baby. My man. What do you got to say about it? 646-652-4869 is the number to call, baby. 508. What do you think about Herman Sugar Cane? Yeah, shut up. 502. What do you think about Herman Sugar Cane?
My little penis.
You stupid idiot. 404. What's up?
Hi.
You stupid idiot. 317. What's up?
Hey, I was wanting to talk more about Obama.
All right, go for it, man.
Really, what is wrong with? How come no one is retaliating upon what he's doing? Because he's taking taxpayer money to fund his campaign and all this stuff about the jobs. How come no one's retaliating against it and going against, and now they're all just walking around with their tail?
Well, no, you have to understand they're trying. They're trying, but unfortunately, you have the mainstream media that's in the tank for Obama. I mean, when do you ever hear any negative news against Barack Obama ever in the mainstream media, unless you go to Fox News or one of the proverbial right-wing outlets? I mean, honestly, when do you never, ever, you never see it, for Christ's sake. John McCain was in the floor of the Senate. He gave a speech yesterday. As a matter of fact, you could probably YouTube that speech, where he calls out Barack Obama for the things that I called him out earlier in the broadcast about. I mean, he literally put Barack Obama in his place with his speech, basically calling him out for utilizing a Canadian bacon bus, a bus from Canada, criticizing him for utilizing taxpayer money to supposedly tout a jobs plan when he's actually stumping for 2012. I mean, let me tell you something right now. YouTube it for yourself. It was there. It happened yesterday. It was an unbelievable speech. And I don't understand why John McCain couldn't, talk like that during the campaign in 2008, but, who knows. But once again, they're trying. They're trying out here. But, once again, the damn media is in the tank for Obama. It's ridiculous. But anyway, I don't want to talk too much about Barack Obama. I want to talk about my man, baby. My man, Herman Sugar Cane for president. And let me tell you something. You can go back in the archive, blogtalkradio.com/ghost. I mean, this is the only man I have in my broadcasting career has endorsed. I have never endorsed anybody for any office, but Herman Cain, baby. I'm gonna live and die with Herman Sugar Cane. All right, 999, baby. Woo! I love it. I love it. And let me tell you, they're already coming at the 999 plan as if it's some kind of nefarious plan. Like, it's going to raise money. It's going to increase money on those that are out there ready. I mean, don't you idiots understand under the plan, the 999 plan, that there ain't no capital gains tax? There ain't no goddamn inheritance tax. You understand? I mean, there's no payroll tax. There's no tax whatsoever. There's nothing. All it is 9% personal income tax, all right, 9% corporate income tax, and 9% national sales tax, baby, all right? And you know that 9% national sales tax, it's not going to relate to used goods. So if you happen to consume in used goods, the federal government is not going to charge you that 9% national sales tax, for Christ's sake. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, it's beautiful. I mean, it actually broadens the tax base while lowering taxes. I mean, it's unbelievable, baby. I mean, I just can't wait for it to be implemented. I mean, just imagine. Just imagine. All the capital gains taxes that I got to sit over here and maneuver under the tax code just so that I can somehow see some of my money, for Christ's sake. Under the 999 plan, it's 9% flat tax for whatever I basically make as a personal income tax. I mean, if I use some of my personal money and basically put some in some stocks and they just kind of go up the roof and I make 1,000% on my money, for Christ's sake, 9%, as opposed to, 35, 40% capital gains, for Christ's sake. I mean, it's ridiculous. And let me tell you something right now. I think that it's great that 9% national sales tax, it ain't going to have nothing to do with any used goods. So, for the folks that are out here want to buy used cars, for the folks that want to go out and buy used furniture, I mean, it's you ain't going to have to be worrying about the 9% national sales tax. You're not going to be worrying about it. I mean, don't you understand that? It's great. I mean, it'll be an injection of economic productivity into the economy, in my personal opinion. All right, I'm serious. It's great, man. I want to hear from you. What do you got to say about it? 646-652-4869 is the number to call here. Area code 817. What's up? What do you think about it?
I actually want to talk about Occupy Wall Street. If that's okay with you.
All right, go ahead. What's up?
Before, I actually did used to prank call, but now I started watching the news and stuff, and now that I noticed that Occupy Wall Street has actually gone to Dallas and Fort Worth, it just kind of, makes me think, what are these people thinking? I mean, I thought Occupy Wall Street just, it's a bunch of hippies and everything, like you said, but now they're all coming down in Dallas, and now it just kind of makes me sick on how many people are actually trying to go along with this.
Well, no, this is a populist-like movement. I mean, you have to remember, 817, a lot of the people that are out there in this Occupy Wall Street nonsense, they are in financial bondage. These are kids that went to college, and now that they went to college, they owe $90,000, $100,000 in college loan debt, and they don't realize that Mr. Barack Obama, Mr. Yes We Can, in the Stimulus Package 2 bill, nationalized the whole student loan program, meaning that you can no longer default, you can no longer go bankrupt on this particular student loan debt. You're going to be forever indebted under the new laws as it relates to student loan debt, for Christ's sake. And let me tell you, these kids, they don't really appreciate that, first of all, okay? But second of all, they should have realized that, hey, what did you expect, you stupid idiots? I mean, you're taking out a loan. What do you think's going to happen? I mean, not only that, you're educated. You're going to college. I mean, what are you learning out there, for Christ's sake? You should have known that this goddamn Stimulus Package 2 bill, I mean, you should have been reading at least, or you should have been at least listening to the True Capitalist radio broadcast. Back then it was known as the True Conservative radio broadcast. I was talking about this nationalization of the damn student loan program. But was anybody listening? No. Nobody was listening. Now, all of a sudden, you got all these stupid idiots are like, oh, my God, I actually have to pay back the $90,000 that I spent for college, and I can't get a job under my degree. I don't know what I'm going to do. Those are those people. Another group of people that are at these Occupy Wall Street events, assholes that are the side effect of the 2008 economic retraction. Now, what the hell does that mean? That means individuals that basically were employed, gainfully employed during the point previous to 2008. Because remember, in 2008, we had a horrible economic contraction, man, which had a spiral effect that, afflicted the real estate market, it afflicted the banking industry, it afflicted all kinds of stuff, all right? But the bottom line is, a lot of these people are those that were living a great life. They were gainfully employed, and they were spending next week's cash by basically having everything on credit. They had their houses on a secured loan. They had 2 or 3 cars on secured loans. They had about $100,000 in credit card debt so they can keep up with the Joneses, for Christ's sake. And how they kept up with this is by being able to suffice the monthly expenses necessary to get through the next month. So meaning they were taking the minimum payments that were required for all these loans and for all these credit cards, and they were actually by, whether combining incomes or utilizing one income, just sufficing that monthly payment, and whatever they had left over after that, that's all they had, whether it was $10 or $100. All right? Now, the bottom line is that when they lost their jobs, when these people that are basically utilizing all their income to suffice these debts so that they can go through the next month, when they lost their jobs, well, they can't pay all those outgoing expenses anymore, Sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but it's rather amusing to me. You know what I mean? That there's so many people lived like this that it actually afflicted the whole financial system. But you have to keep in mind that once these people started losing their jobs, they could only live, at that particular residency for about 2 or 3 months before they started getting eviction notices, before they started getting foreclosure notices by the banks. And believe it or not, in this economic contraction, and it afflicted everybody, folks. It didn't just afflict blue-collar labor. It afflicted white-collar labor. I mean, you had lawyers that were basically laid off 25% across the board in America that year, 2008. I mean, you had newspapers that were going belly up, that were leaving, respected journalists out of work. I mean, you had so many different white-collar labor. I mean, on top of blue-collar labor, people were foreclosing on their homes. And as a result, everybody that was living the American dream, when they lost their jobs, they lost their homes, they lost their cars, they lost everything that was on credit. They lost everything, all right? And they have to go back to square one. They got to go back to, go and roll the dice once again. They don't want to do that anymore. I mean, they are completely disgusted at the fact that they, at one point in time, were living the American dream, even though it wasn't theirs. It was borrowed, all right? It was freaking borrowed, for Christ's sake. They can't believe that it all got taken away from them because they lost their job. Hey, that's life, all right? And instead of going home, taking their ball, and going home and, you know, waiting to play another day, all right, these idiots want to piss on the whole effing game. They want to piss on the whole freaking game out here. And that's basically what these Occupy Wall Street little protests are all about. That's why I'm glad that I've got a candidate out here running for president. I'm talking about Herman Sugar Cane, that are basically telling it how it is to these goddamn flea bags all across the country. Do you understand that? He's telling it how it is. If you're not having as much materialism as you'd like, if you're not as rich as you want, if you're not in the position in your goddamn existence where you want to be, don't blame Wall Street. Blame your damn self. Blame your damn self, for Christ's sake. And these people don't want to blame themselves. They don't want to hear the fact that, hey, it was a bad idea to finance a $250,000 home on a $25,000 a year income. They don't want to hear that crap. They don't want to hear the fact that, hey, maybe I should have had so many some odd dollars in the bank just in case I lost my job so that I can suffice these monthly expenditures so I don't end up thrown on the street and waiting for a bowl of soup. No. So this is what is comprising most of these Occupy Wall Streets all over America. These are people that are in debt, and they put themselves there, and the reason that they're pissed is because, hey, it's not fair. Hey, you knew better. You knew better than to lend me money. It's not fair. You knew better. I wasn't going to be able to pay it back. You knew better than that. I mean, it's the most ridiculous excuse of all time, you know? You shouldn't have lent me money, so I'm going to sue you because, you knew better than I was, a poor idiot that wasn't going to pay you back anyway, whatever the case might be. It's like I've always said, it's like blaming your mother. It's like blaming your mother for, lending you money for that month's rent. It's like, hey, Ma, I need some rent. Lost my job, but, if you give me my rent here, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to try to see if I can get a job, so on and so forth. All right? Mom gives you the money, month goes by, Mom comes along, Sonny, where's that money I lent you? It's like you looking at your Ma and saying, hey, Ma, you knew I didn't have a job. You knew I didn't have any money. I mean, how are you going to sit over here and harass me? I mean, as a matter of fact, Ma, I'm going to sue you because you were predatory lending towards me. That's what you were doing, Ma. You were predatory lending me, and I'm going to sue you, all right? I'm going to sue you because you lent me money when you knew better than I couldn't pay it. I'm going to sue you, Ma. That's how stupid this crap is, for Christ's sake. This is Occupy Wall Street, man. This is why this whole mentality is comprised all over the country. These are all losers that don't understand that they put themselves in their own ridiculous, pathetic predicament. And they don't want to sit here and look at themselves in the mirror and come to that realization. They'd rather blame Wall Street. They'd rather blame their mammy. They'd rather blame Big Brother government. They'd rather blame Stupid. As a matter of fact, I think it's about time to implement chat room martial law, engineer. Look at these scumbags. They're sitting over here pissed off because I'm yanking their asses right out of the goddamn closet, for Christ's sake. Implement chat room martial law. Goddamn right, for Christ's sake. Let me have a little bit more of this goddamn Johnny Walker Blue Label here. Good stuff, man. Good stuff, man. Love on the rocks. Oh, man. Anyway, I didn't mean to get off on that diatribe. I didn't mean to get off keister here. We're supposed to be talking about Herman Sugar Cane. My man, baby. My man, Herman Sugar Cane. That's what I want to talk about. So what does everybody got to say about it? The GOP debates are tonight. It is on CNN. Once again, they're going to be the target of Mitt Romney. He's going to be the target of Rick Perry. He's going to be the target of Ron Paul. And that's enough of Ron Paul, too. Can we get him out of the debates in some fashion? I mean, I know that he's, one of these doctors that fixes broken pussies or something. Can somebody, page him and say, Doctor, we've got a broken vulva here on, can somebody do something for Christ's sake? I'm sick of hearing it, man. I'm sick of hearing his stupid, whiny voice, for Christ's sake. It's like, well, you're going out there with the taxes, and and I just don't understand. Or just shut up, man. You whiny little prick. You're supposed to be some kind of freedom fighter out here? Jesus Christ. No, I just don't understand. Just give me a damn break. Herman Sugarcane, baby. That's all I'm saying. Herman Sugarcane. That's my man, baby. My man. I want to hear from you. 646-652-4869. We got area code 347. What's up? No, we're not hearing any goddamn audio files, asshole. We got 916. What do you think about Herman Cain?
That life is precious.
No, we're not hearing any audio files. I don't want to hear it, all right? I don't want to hear it. Who else we got? Jesus Christ. 774, what's up?
Hey, Ghost, I absolutely agree with you on Occupy Wall Street. It's just a bunch of lazy-ass hippies, and I'm fucking sick of them. Like, I work in Boston. I have to walk by these assholes every single day. Oh man, that's horrible. I know. It drives me up a fucking wall. I mean, like, get a fucking job. Get the fuck out of my view. Just stop being lazy fucks. You know what I mean?
I mean, and that's all it is, right? I mean, you're out there. You say you're in Boston?
Yeah, I'm in Boston, and I mean, like,
I've actually tweeted footage. I've actually tweeted footage of the Occupy Boston situation out there. I mean, it looks like a bum holiday. I mean, they got tents, pitched up in the street, for Christ's sake. I mean, have you talked to any of them? I mean, what's their demands out there?
I was curious, so I went down and I talked to them, and for the most part, they're exactly like they're being made out to be. I mean, I went because I've only heard about them online, and I just wanted my own opinion on them, but I went and I realized it's completely right. I mean, like, my friends I have a bunch of capitalist conservative, I sort of like have a group of them on Skype. We call ourselves Bobby Tube, but that's only like a fucking made up name that somebody made, and they were the ones telling me that these assholes are just fucking lazy, right?
No, you're absolutely right. As a matter of fact, I'm really glad that you actually have yourself a small group of friends, or maybe it's a big group of friends out there on Skype that actually discuss these issues. Let me tell you something. That's one of the things that we need as people that need to get informed. We need to discuss issues. I mean, I know there's a lot of assholes that want to sit over here and think that, hey, it's still a happy-go-lucky day in Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. No, it's not. It's time for us to start debating out here. All right? It's time for us to start talking about these subject matters. And if we don't start talking about them, if we don't start debating them, if we don't start, discussing them with friends, family, loved ones, we are going to have these disgusting, despicable losers take control of our government. We're going to have these disgusting vagabonds sit here and take control of what should be the capitalist idea of the American dream out here. You know what the American dream is for these vagabonds, for Christ's sake?
I want you to give me my job, which I just want to paper push all day, and I want you to give me my house, and I want you to give me my car, and I want you to give me my goldfish, and I want you to give me my dog. Shut up.
Jesus Christ. It's horrible, man. It's horrible. I mean, whatever happened to working for a living, for Christ's sake? Whatever happened to generating your own revenue and being able to suffice your life on that? I mean, is that something blasphemous now? I mean, is this now blasphemy, demanding people to go out and get a job? It's ridiculous. And that's why we need a capitalist like Herman Cain for president. Do you understand what I'm saying? Everybody that's listening to me throughout the world out there, Herman Sugar Cain for president. And I'm telling you right now, folks, if you can donate anything, I mean, $1, $5, $10, make sure to donate it to the Herman Cain for President campaign, and make sure to tell them that Ghost sent you, baby. And let me tell you, I know there's a lot of you that have already done so. Keep doing it, all right? Keep doing it, because let me tell you something. If we can elect Herman Sugar Cain for president, all right, he's not going to forget us capitalists, all right? I guarantee you that man is not going to forget the capitalists, and I can't wait for this man to be president, for Christ's sake. I have never endorsed anybody. I've never endorsed anybody for president or any office whatsoever on this broadcast. But let me tell you something right now. I'm living and dying with my man, Herman Sugar Cane. Let's go ahead and take some more callers here. 646-652-4869 is the number to call. Who else we got? We got area code 909. What's going on?
Do you rape dogs?
Oh, Jesus Christ, that's stupid. Who else we got? 832. What's going on?
Yeah, what's up, Ghost?
How's it going?
You know who it is?
Who is this?
Ash.
What do you want, asshole?
I don't know, I just came to say hi.
You came to say hi. Where's your mother? Is she at Applebee's, TGI Fridays, or at the Ooh La La bar or something like that there, asshole?
He went to get some pizza.
You went to go get some pizza? From where?
Little Caesars at Bucks.
Oh, man. I mean, could you be any more cliche there, asshole? I mean, come on. Little Caesars Pizza? I almost could have guessed that. You know what I'm talking about? I almost could have guessed that. Little Caesars, for Christ's sake?
Yeah, I know. A lot of Mexicans go there.
Yeah, I know. A lot of Mexicans do go there, for Christ's sake. Anyway, what are you going to put on your pizza? You going to put some chorizo con queso or something on there?
Well, last time I put some Pop-Tarts. Now I'm going to put jalapenos.
Oh, Jesus Christ, for Christ's sake. You're going to go into a diabetic shock. Get this asshole. Get him off, for Christ's sake. Sick and tired of goddamn asshole calling up. This is an 8-year-old kid out there in San Diego somewhere, all right? He's left alone always. And let me tell you something. The hours between 4 and 8 p.m. are the peak hours on when your children are going to conduct themselves in mischievous activity. Always remember that, all right? I'm saying, I'm not joking. I mean, I always remember that. And if you happen to work at a Little Caesars, hey, I'm not knocking Little Caesars as a place to work. Hey, you got to service these people. You got to get paid somehow. I'm just saying, Little Caesars pizza is really, it's not good. It's horrible. I mean, it's bad. It's really bad, to say the least. Anyway, but I don't want to talk about pizza. If we're going to be talking about pizza, we should be talking about Godfather's Pizza, because that was the company that my man, Herman Sugar Cane, baby, ran for a long period of time, for Christ's sake. And I want to hear what you have to say about him, all right? The GOP debates are tonight. Once again, all the GOP candidates are targeting my man Sugar Cane, but he's going to weave out, baby. He's going to move like a butterfly. He's going to sting like a bee, and he's going to say, hey, baby, you don't want none of me, baby. Woo! Woo! Yeah. I want to hear what you have to say about it. Area code 317. What do you think about Herman Cain?
Hey, I thought you really supported Rick Perry. Like, you're saying, like, he was your man. And
well, hold on just a second there, feller. I said, hey, it would be nice to see a Texan in the White House. And after about the second debate, this idiot put his foot in his mouth about a lot of different subject matters. And if you would have kept up with the show instead of being some, cafeteria listening asshole, you would have known that, hey, Rick Perry, he was good for Texas, but he's really not putting forth any kind of economic plan. All he's doing is saying, hey, what we need to do is we need to drill for shale natural gas and shale oil. I mean, give me a freaking break, Perry, all right? That's working in Texas because we have the natural resources to do so. All right, we need somebody that's going to actually have some economic vision and who's going to pump some goddamn economic life into this country, and that's my man Herman Sugar Cane, all right? That's all there is to it. I can't wait for this man to be president. I mean, just imagine, 9%. That's all there is to it, 9%. Even on your personal income tax, on your personal name. No longer will you have to, have a corporation and, pay yourself and all that other. There's no need for that. No need for that anymore, baby. I mean, all your capital gains tax, everything that you make is just 9% flat tax, baby. Woo! I love it. I'll tell you that right now. I love it. I love it. Anyway, let's see. Who else do we got going on over here? Once again, Perry, he just put his foot in his mouth. He sounds not ready for prime time, for Christ's sake. He's making us look like ignorant hicks out here in Texas, for Christ's sake. And I'm not no freaking ignorant hick. You understand that? I'm not no freaking ignorant hick, and he's making us all look stupid. And not to mention, he's an Aggie, for Christ's sake. I hate Aggies. All right, Aggies suck. All right, Longhorns, baby. All right, Longhorns, baby. The eyes of Texas are upon you all long day. Always remember that. Anyway, let's continue going here. 646-652-4869. This number call here. Area code 318. What do you think about Herman Cain? You're just playing with your Peter Popper, for Christ's sake. What's going on? I mean, what do we have? A whole bunch of Helen Keller deaf mutes up in here, for Christ's sake? Come on. Jesus Christ. And for all you idiots calling me a hick, yeah, screw you, assholes, all right? I'm not a freaking hick, all right? I'm a very well-educated man, for Christ's sake, all right? I'm not joking. I mean, I'm throwing so much substance on the debating table, for Christ's sake, it's almost should be illegal. Screw all you idiots calling me a hick. I'm not a freaking hick, all right? Stupid, silly bastards. Anyway, let's move on. Let's get some Skype callers going on over here. Let's see. We got Mr. Tacos. What the hell's your excuse?
Yeah, Mr. Tacos is selling goat meat burritos today. Buy one, get one half price.
Hey, you idiot. A taco and a burrito are two different things, asshole. All right? I mean, get it straight. Either you're going to sell burritos or you're going to sell a freaking taco. They're two different freaking things, you stupid moron, all right? I'm a taco guy. I like taco because it's Taco Tuesday, and not to mention, taco encapsulates the whole Tex-Mex cuisine flavor of this particular region that I reside in, for Christ's sake, all right? I like tacos, for Christ's sake, all right? That's all there is to it, all right? Burritos, I mean, that's a Califas thing, you know what I mean? That's for those Mexicanos in Califas, like Ashhole and his family. Oh, I'm sure they love those burritos out there, you know what I'm saying? I don't like them very much, you know? I mean, what do? They throw rice in there, they throw their bean and cheese and meat and vegetables and guacamole, a little bit of guac in there. You know, they're throwing all this crap. They roll it up in a little shit roll. And what, you're supposed to eat this crap? You're supposed to eat this, you know, nuclear experiment, for Christ's sake? No, absolutely not. I mean, give me a goddamn taco is what I'm talking about. Some fajitas. You know what I mean? Anybody out here know what fajitas are, man? Jesus Christ. If you have not eaten any goddamn fajitas, you don't know what the hell you're goddamn missing, baby. All right? I mean, beef or chicken fajitas, baby. Great stuff. Great stuff. Anyway, let me move on, for Christ's sake. We're supposed to be talking about Herman Sugarcane. Unfortunately, we're losing time here. Once again, I encourage all, if you got any leftover cake, capital, any leftover cake, $1, $2, $20, $100, donate it to the Herman Cain for President campaign, and make sure to tell them that Ghost sent you, baby. Make sure to tell them that the capitalists are behind Herman Cain, baby. Woo! I sent over $9,000 at this point, for Christ's sake. Anyway, let's see what's going on here. Let's move on to another subject matter. A Gallup poll recently shows that despite the sentiment out here in these Occupy Wall Street protests, that the majority of the Americans polled actually blame the government for the financial mess that we're in. Oh, my God, a breath of fresh air. I mean, I hope that continues. I mean, this is a Gallup poll, for Christ's sake. Always remember that Gallup, I mean, they should know what they're doing as it relates to polls, for Christ's sake. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, this Gallup poll, once again, stating that the majority of Americans do not blame Wall Street. They don't blame the big banks. They're actually blaming the government, and they should blame the government, all right? If you all have heard me lecture about the whole derivative security market and how it relates to the whole implosion of the 2008 collapse, for Christ's sake, you know as well as I that it was Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. Both are government-funded quasi-private institutions out here that guaranteed loans for people that had no business getting a home loan, for Christ's sake. And had we not had Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac, we probably would not have had the financial collapse in the real estate market that we saw in 2008. Now, we would have still seen an economic retraction as it related to all the layoffs we saw in 2008, but will we have saw the drop-off in real estate value like we did? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So once again, a Gallup poll saying, hey, most of the American people, despite what all these vagabonds are doing all across the country, actually blame the government. It's about time a little sense of optimism thrown in this whole mass of hysteria that we've been seeing out here in America today. Anyway, I want to hear what you have to say about it. Do you blame the government? Do you blame Wall Street? Do you blame your mammy? I want to hear from you. What do you got to say about it? 646-652-4869 is the number to call here. Area code 818. Who do you blame? Huh? Hey, 818.
Oh, you mad?
Yeah, we can't even understand. You get a better phone there, ass clown, all right? 702, who do you blame?
Hey, Ghost, how much do you charge for a glory hole service?
You stupid sick son of a bitch. 318, what do you think about what's going on out here?
Oh, Ghost.
Yeah, these fruity asses. Let me tell you something right now. You know, folks, I was completely unaware of the amount of butt-loving fruit bowls, you know, internet butt stalkers, you know. I mean, complete and utter fruity asses that I have out here listening to the True Capitalist radio broadcast. I actually had a tweet, what was it, last evening or early this morning, about an 11-year-old trans testicle. As a matter of fact, we're going to talk about that later on in the broadcast. But believe it or not, I couldn't imagine, I couldn't believe the amount of retweets I got from pro-gay groups. You know, like the Trans Testicles for America and, you know, the Gay and Lesbian League of America, for Christ's sake. I mean, can you believe this crap? Now, I am unaware that homosexuals actually appreciate the True Capitalist radio broadcast, and I can understand why. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, these people, you know, the majority of homosexuals actually work, you know, despite contrary to popular belief. They're actually hairdressers, you know, they're makeup artists, you know, you know, a lot of these people are waiters out here, waitresses, so on and so forth. And they're tired of being taxed to death so that they can continue to pay for all these breeders that are shitting out about 8 kids from 8 different fathers, for Christ's sake, all right? So it makes perfect sense why we have a lot of poop shoot players, glory hole servers, muff divers, and trans testicles, all right? It's no coincidence why we have them down here listening to the True Capitalist radio broadcast. Let me tell you something. I have no problems with whatever the hell you do in the privacy of your own home. I don't care what the hell you're doing. I don't care if you're squirrel fisting. I don't care if you have a goddamn dog farting fetish. I don't care if you're sticking large pieces of furniture up your anal passage. As long as you are in the privacy of your own home and you're a goddamn taxpayer, who gives a crap? I mean, honestly, who gives a crap? Now, what I'm against, unfortunately, all right, what I'm against, and I got to say this to the homosexual community, what I'm against is having oral copulation between 2 men across the street from an elementary school and having gay groups trying to protect that by the First Amendment, for Christ's sake. Now, that, my friends, is something that I'm against, all right? I'm completely against that crap, all right? I'm against these goddamn gay pride parades where they're openly, you know, showing disgusting, you know, gay bondage and, you know, freaks and bull. I don't want to talk about it. It's just gross, all right? It's just unbelievably disgusting, for Christ's sake. Anyway, sorry. I mean, I don't mean to be continuing to harp on this, but, I mean, we do have a gay contingent that listens to the True Capitalist radio broadcast. And as long as they take about 10 steps away from my freaking butt crack, I really don't care, as long as they're capitalists, all right? And don't fruit up my show, all right? It's a Taco Tuesday. Don't fruit up my show. That's all I'm asking, all right? That's all I'm asking. Anyway, let me move on, for Christ's sake. We were talking about the Gallup poll showing that the government, according to most people polled, they blame the government more than they blame Wall Street for the economic woes that have been afflicted the country, for Christ's sake. And by God, I've been saying that they should blame the government. I've been saying that ever since I broadcasted my goddamn broadcast for the first goddamn time, for Christ's sake. But is anybody out there listening? No, they're not out there listening. No, they're out there, you know, whacking their clitorises off like a windshield wiper out of whack. All right? I mean, that's all there is to it. They're wiping their goddamn clitorises off like a windshield wiper out of whack, hoping that they get their little audio file played.
Huh? Oh, look, I'm going to get some lulls because, look, my audio file.
I mean, Jesus Christ. Anyway, let's talk a little bit about Occupy Wall Street, all right? We're already into the second month of this goddamn bum revolution, all right? I want to hear what you have to say about it, all right? Obviously, we are witnessing a lot of people that are actually pro-Occupy Wall Street, all right? So for all you idiots that are actually pro-Occupy Wall Street, why don't you get up off your fat cottage cheese asses, get to the nearest phone, and give me a call right now, 646-652-4869, and provide some intellectual substance that is the basis for this ridiculous, immature, juvenile protest, all right? I mean, hello, Occupy Wall Street, 1969 called. They want their everything back, you goddamn posers. It's ridiculous. Anyway, let me go ahead and take some calls here. What do you think about Occupy Wall Street? We've got 646. What do you think about Occupy Wall Street? Yeah, turn your radio down, okay, asshole? We got 417. What's up? What do you think about Occupy Wall Street?
The capitalist army doesn't stand a chance against the loser revolution, you fucking cunt.
Yeah, right. You just wait and continue to think that, you stupid moron, all right? How you losers are going to get fed, huh? How are you going to get fed, for Christ's sake? Stupid morons. Just sit there and shut your mouth, boy, all right? 412, what's up? What do you think about the damn Occupy Wall Street?
Hey, Ghost, I called in to talk about that 11-year-old you tweeted about. That was the most fucking disgusting thing I've ever seen. Like, that is...
Oh, yeah, you're talking about the trans testicle where this 11-year-old boy named Tommy has two lesbian mothers, I guess that's what you call it, a lesbian mother and father. I don't know what you call that situation. Anyway, the lesbian couple are actually going to prevent the puberty from onsetting on Tommy so that they can pump him full of estrogen and make him Tammy, because according to the lesbian couple, this young boy wants to be a trans testicle. I think it's also disgusting. But hey, is this what the 99% that Occupy Wall Street is trying to represent out here? I mean, is this what they're trying to represent?
I don't know, man, but it's fucked up. I mean, it's clear child abuse. It really is, and to think that an 11-year-old would have the mental capacity to make that sort of decision, I mean, that's just stupidity.
I mean, I think that there's no coincidence that there's lesbian mothers here that are obviously trying to throw some influence on this poor 11-year-old kid. And I think it's unbelievably disgusting that this 11-year-old kid is actually going to have therapy that's going to prevent the onset of actual puberty and, make him more girly-like. By pumping them full of estrogen, for Christ's sake. And, only in California where, we've got all these state taxes to take care of the losers that are out there also having their own Occupy L.A., Occupy San Jose, Occupy San Francisco. I mean, it's no coincidence. Now, what I'm saying is this what these people want? I mean, the 99% that Occupy Wall Street keeps crying about, keeps complaining about how they're left behind, I mean, is this what they're representing about being left behind, being under bondage, being in chains, and all that? I mean, is this what they represent?
Apparently. I mean, believe me, I'm not a real big fan of Wall Street either, but we have these fucking losers doing Occupy Pittsburgh now as well.
Oh my God! What the hell what were they demanding in the local media? They have any kind of list of demands?
Who knows? Like, I don't even think they know what they want. They want fucking attention, and that's about it.
That's all there is to it. It's all about attention. There's a bunch of losers that, literally basically spent more than they should have, and they got their houses taken away from them, they got their cars taken away from them, so on and so forth, and they're looking to get some kind of attention, give their life some kind of self-worth or some crap. But, I mean, I agree with their 412. I mean, we were supposed to talk about that, 11-year-old trans testicle later. But since we're, on the subject matter of Occupy Wall Street, is this what Occupy Wall Street means? It's the 99%. I mean, is this it? I mean, when you've got two lesbos that are, muff diving, diving on each other's carpets out here, that actually have the right to go out and adopt a male and then turn that male into a female out here, is this the 99% that these goddamn Occupy Wall Street ass clowns are talking about? I want to know. I mean, it's a very interesting question to me. I want to know. Occupy Wall Street. I mean, do those lesbos seem a little, I don't know, somehow a prisoner of conscience? I mean, are they being oppressed in any way? No. They're actually going out and they're providing some sort of hormone therapy for this 11-year-old boy, Tommy, to turn their... I don't even want to talk about it, for Christ's sake. Anyway, I want to hear from these Occupy Wall Street jerk dicks and see if they have any substance to throw on the goddamn debating table. That's what I'd like to see. Area code 971, what's up?
So, Ghost, you're a melting pot of friendship, right?
That's right.
Does that mean you understand that friendship is magic?
You stupid dumb brony, you idiot, all right? Oh, yeah. Hey, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to play with a bunch of dumb, fruity-ass, over-feminized, wannabe jerk-dick idiots and pretend that we're colorful horses. Yeah, that's very mature. Yeah, that's grown up. We're going to all pretend like we're all colorful horses. Look at me. Stupid idiots. You should all be under some database for pedophilia. That's all I got to say about it. 706, what's up?
I'm about to go wash Rainbow Dash's hair.
Yeah, I'm sure you are there, you fruit bowl. 267, what's up? And just sitting there playing with your Peter Popper. 914, what's going on? 909, what's up? 502, what's going on? Here we go, fruiting up again. I mean, everybody hear this fruiting up, for Christ's sake? I mean, it's Taco Tuesday, for Christ's sake, all right? It's Taco Tuesday. We don't need you to be fruiting up out here, all right? Jesus Christ. We already called on that asshole. How about Tara Strong? What's up?
I'll do whatever you want, Rainbow Dash.
Shut up, you stupid goddamn bronies! I'm not going to take another goddamn call if I hear another brony. That's all I'm saying. I'm not taking another goddamn call for the rest of the goddamn broadcast. What do you think about that? 508. All right, these people are just sitting there playing with their Peter Poppers, all right? Anyway, we're supposed to be talking about the goddamn Occupy Wall Street situation. It's going into its second month, and yet there's no goddamn demands, nothing. I mean, what do you got to say about it? I mean, nobody's got anything to say about it, for Christ's sake? I mean, if nobody's got anything to say about it, let's go ahead and, throw on some music then. How about that, huh? Y'all want to fruit up a little bit? Is that it? Oh, look at them. Oh, look at them. They're waiting. Yeah, look at them. I want to fruit up. Well, you know what? Let's go ahead and throw on that flow that I busted a while back. Go ahead and throw on that flow that I busted on a while back there, engineer, all right? All right, go ahead and throw it on now. All right, here we go. We're going to try to bust a flow here. I don't really know where to start, but I guess we'll figure it out, right? Here we go. Hey, and remember, the beat is Stuntin' Like My Daddy by Birdman. So for all you rapper idiots that like that kind of crap, give him the credit, because this is, kind of a capitalist, song here. So can we get the beat going on again, please? Oh, yeah. Here we go. It goes out to all you liberals and all you feminists. You don't want none of ghosts, baby. You don't want none of ghosts, baby. Here we go. Well, look who it is. It's the man they call Ghost, the host with the most. And I don't mean to brag or boast. People hating because I talk about the president, the fruity liberals, and the illegal Mexicans. They all say that Ghost is a dangerous man because I speak that politics that they don't understand. True conservative to the heart just to let them know.
Capitalism to the soul, to the bullet hole. I'm living rich, sitting fat, but I want more. I'm living lavish and I ain't got no time for the po. My ass bleeds for single mothers of 8. But like Marie said, let them bitches eat cake. I'm not heartless, I'm like Rob Hobbs in the old politic book called Leviathan. I'm not cold, I'm a humanitarian. I want to see human progress till the very end. Ooh, man.
Man, everybody hear that right there, huh? That's a little bit better than EBT, ass clown, huh? Yeah. Woo! Anyway, folks, I want to hear from you, for Christ's sake. I mean, as a matter of fact, I'm getting kind of jaded. I'm getting kind of bored doing this broadcast. I'd much prefer to be on 6th Street right now. I know it's Taco Tuesday, but let me tell you something right now. Out here on 6th Street, I've said this time and time again on Tuesday, they've got dollar you call it's, baby. Dollar you call it's. I mean, right now it could be Miller time, baby. It could be Miller time. Anyway, what were we talking about, engineer? I forgot what we were talking about, for Christ's sake. Oh, yeah, the Occupy Wall Street. We're going to spend a couple more minutes on that, then we're going to move on to a whole bunch of other subject matters, and if we get to them, fine. If we don't, well, who cares, all right? Who cares, assholes? 580, what's up? What do you think about Occupy Wall Street?
Elf, baby, how's it going?
No, it's a major fail. 702, what's up?
Actually, they have Occupy Omaha now, and I think it's ridiculous. It's just like, oh, Nebraska's unfair. It's just fucking stupid.
Occupy Omaha, for Christ's sake? I mean, what the hell are they doing out there in Omaha? I mean, if they're that pissed off, why don't they, occupy the home of Warren Buffett out there in Omaha? If they're that pissed off about it, you know what I mean? I mean, I'm just saying, man. I mean, why don't you show a little bit of consistency? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Consistency, ass clowns. Not very hard at all right? But, of course, you're not going to get that from these idiots. Are you kidding me? You're going to get these from these idiots. Anyway, let's continue going out here. Once again, we're supposed to be talking about Occupy Wall Street, but, of course, nobody gives a crap about those stupid flea bag losers. So let's just move on to another subject matter. Did anybody hear that NATO is considering ending its bombing campaign in Libya? Anybody hear this? Oh, yeah, NATO, they feel like they've won already, so they're going to stop the bombing campaign out there in Libya. Meanwhile, Barack Obama just stepped up more American tax dollars for this Libya military theater, believe it or not. Oh, yeah, he's gonna put more American taxpayer money, even though we're supposed to be cutting spending, remember? We're supposed to be cutting spending. Today, he announced that he's going to put some more money into this whole Libya military theater campaign, folks, huh? Yes, we can, huh? Yes, we can. Mr. Nobel Peace Prize President himself. And you know what's really, really sad, folks, is I've said this time and time again, that these Libyan rebels, these people that are supposed to be the good guys, the people that are in opposition to Muammar Gaddafi, our State Department has said, and they said time and time again, that this group has actually got links with Al-Qaeda, for Christ's sake. And we're funding these guys. We're teaching them how to be better killers, for Christ's sake. I mean, you can look that up for yourself if you don't believe me, all right? These people that are the opposition to Muammar Gaddafi have links with Al-Qaeda, and they have no qualms in saying it, for Christ's sake. And here we are. We're spending more and more taxpayer money, thanks to Mr. Yes We Can, so that we can continue to fund this military theater in Libya. Can you believe this crap? I can't believe it, man. I can't believe it. But once again, more money. I mean, do we even have the money at this point in time, for Christ's sake? I mean, I can't believe the president even actually has the audacity to do this. But at this point in time, he honestly believes. I honestly believe he believes that the American people are so stupid. He could literally do anything, and the American public are going to be like, "Oh, yes, we can, sir. Yes, we can." So it's unfreaking believable. It's really sick. It's really sad. And it's not what America should be, for Christ's sake. But anyway, folks, without any further ado, we actually have a member of the Libyan rebel faction that we stay in contact with as it relates to any of the coverage that we give this particular subject matter. So without any further ado, folks, do we got him on the line, engineer? All right, without any further ado, folks, we actually have Mahmoud from the Libyan rebel faction on the horn here. Mahmoud, are you there, Mahmoud?
Who is the Lavan? Who is Ar-Rahman? Who is Al-Mannan?
That is right. I told all your American people to pay your taxes because Barack Obama is going to implement Sharia law. I told all of your people that Barack Obama is going to continue to support the Libyan rebel faction out here in Libya. He's going to support the brothers out here because he's doing it for Allah. Wallah Akbar. Wallah Akbar. I want all of you filthy Americans right now to keep paying your taxes so that Barack Obama can continue to protect the brothers out here in Libya. Wallah Akbar. Wallah Akbar.
He is the master of all creation. All praise is
you. All of your American people need to realize that Barack Obama is going to implement Sharia law. He is going to implement Sharia law in America, and he's going to do it for Allah. Wallah Akbar. Wallah Akbar. Now I want all of you filthy American people right now, I want you to stop what you're doing. I want all of your filthy American people to stop what you're doing right now. I want you to get on your knees. You filthy American, I want you to get on your knees right now. I want you to face Mecca. I want you to face Mecca now. Get on your knees right now. You face Mecca. And you do it for Allah. Allah Akbar. Get on your knees, you filthy American, and you face Mecca. You face Mecca now. You filthy American, you face Mecca. You face Mecca now.
All right, that's about enough of Mahmoud. I've had about enough. Get him off, engineer. Get him off of here. I've had about enough of Mahmoud. I mean, but do you hear this? Do you hear the Libyan rebel faction, folks? This is what I'm talking about. This is what we're supporting out there. All right? This is what our president committed more millions today to out here in Libya, for Christ's sake. Jesus Christ. Anyway, folks, we're already in the third and final hour of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. Before we get into anything else, I'd like for everybody to please retweet the broadcast, all right? Go to the social networks, go to the forums, go to the blogs, and spread it around like wildfire. And let everybody know that True Capitalist Radio is in effect and in the house. You know, we got all kinds of little buttons underneath the player there. You know, all kinds of little Facebook like buttons, little tweet this button, share this buttons. Use and abuse those buttons, baby, all right? It's just a freaking click, for Christ's sake, all right? It's just a freaking click. Anyway, I hate to even ask the engineer here. Hey, engineer, do we have any goddamn Twitter shout-outs? All right, we got a couple of Twitter shout-outs here. And let me tell you something. If these Twitter shout-outs get too outrageous, if they get too ridiculous, we ain't doing them, all right? We ain't doing them. I'm not going to let my goddamn show be besmirched any longer, for Christ's sake. And once again, folks, for you folks that don't know, if you want a shout-out right here, right now on the True Capitalist Radio broadcast, well, all you have to do is retweet the first tweet on the Twitter account, all right? Retweet that first tweet. Ghost Politics is the name right there, all right? Woo! Anyway, let's go ahead and see if we got any people out here tweeting the show here. Who do we got here? We got In Before Dragon. We got some idiot named Ballsack Tickler. Jesus Christ. We got Anus Inhibitor. Jesus Christ, man. Come on. We got Johnny Cash LOL, whatever the hell that means. We got Dubstep Psycho in the house. We got Meredith for president. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. All right, that's about enough of Meredith Vieira, please. All right. Who the hell else do we got going on over here? Evil Bronze in the house. Occupy Toad Town. We've got Polterghost. We've got Butt Fiddler. We got Lord Pinkie Pie. We've got some asshole named the Whore Master. We're used to seeing him. Oh, yes, I am the Whore Master. Yeah, Jesus Christ. Who the hell else do we got going on over here? We got Space Sweeper. We've got Rhinestone Ghost. Yeah, shove it up your ass, asshole, all right? We got Anthony C. Who the hell else do we got going on over here? We got OU Beat Longhorns. Yeah, shove it up your ass, all right? Shove it up your ass. Or it's one of those transition seasons for UT, all right? I think maybe Mac Brown may be a little long in the tooth, for Christ's sake, all right? I don't think that, well, first of all, ever since he pussy pampered that Colt McCoy cocksucker, all right? He pussy pampered that piece of trash, and then when it came down to the Rose Bowl, did everybody see Colt McCoy, like, just sit there and go out like a chump? Did everybody see that crap? Did everybody see that? Oh, I got hit in the arm and I can't play anymore. I mean, did you see that interview after that Rose Bowl, for Christ's sake? I mean, Colt McCoy damn near cracked open a smile, damn near cracked open laughing. I mean, what a piece of trash. Anyway, I don't want to talk about that. Anyway, do we got any more goddamn Twitter shout-outs, engineer? Because these Twitter shout-outs are getting on my freaking nerves. All right, we're going to have a couple of more here, obviously. We got Occupy Starfleet. We got Tasty Crazy Asian. Oh, Jesus Christ. We've got Beatings for Bronies. Oh, man, whoever made that was pretty funny. I'm sorry. That was lolsy, all right? Ghost Vibrator. All right, that's it. That's enough, all right? We should have stopped at Beatings for Bronies. That's what we should. Woo! Oh, my God. Anyway, let's move on to another subject matter. We're running out of time here, for Christ's sake. I haven't even gotten to... we got a whole bunch of other things to talk about out here. I want to talk a little bit about how the United States is calling on China. You know, the State Department today put out a little statement for China saying that they must respect Tibetans' rights. And let me tell you, I agree with this. I agree that China, completely, you want to talk about oppression, you Occupy Wall Street ass clowns, why don't you take a look at what China's doing to these Tibetan people? I mean, it's an utter disgrace, It's an utter disgrace what's happening. And let me tell you something, the Tibetan people are peaceful people. These are peaceful monks that are harming nobody. But because they don't fall under the secular totalitarian conscience of the Chinese government is completely oppressing in violent fashion the Tibetan community out there in this part of the world, for Christ's sake. I mean, it's horrible. As a matter of fact, we actually have Tibetan monks every single day. As days go by, they are setting themselves on fire. They are setting themselves on fire in protest to this opposition, into this oppression that the Chinese government is putting upon them. They're setting themselves on fire, folks. You should look at it on YouTube. It's unbelievable. It is unfreaking believable. But they're doing this because the goddamn totalitarian regime of China is literally oppressing these people in violent fashion. You people need to realize this. You need to do a YouTube search. You need to understand that the Tibetan monks in China harm nobody. They harm no one. But you got these totalitarian Chinese secularist communists that insist upon inflicting violence on these poor people, and it's a disgrace. And it's about time the United States started talking a little bit of tough talk as it relates to the Tibetan situation out there in China, for Christ's sake, because you're talking about crimes against humanity. All right? I mean, you're talking about crimes against humanity. You're talking about the goddamn, not only the communist regime upon its own people, but the communist regime in China upon the Tibetan people. It's ridiculous. And you have monks that are actually setting themselves on fire in protest. I mean, you think these Occupy Wall Street assholes have got balls, huh? Huh? You think these Occupy Wall Street ass clowns got balls? Just imagine, look at these damn monks in Tibet. These monks in Tibet are putting themselves on fire. They're setting themselves on fire in opposition to the oppression of the totalitarianism of the communist Chinese regime, for Christ's sake. You ungrateful pricks in America? What do you have to say about it? 646-652-4869 is the number to call here. What do you think about the oppression of Tibet? 971, what do you think about it?
Ghost, comrade, I am new to USA. There is something terrible happening in Russia. And you see, there are these small, colorful ponies that are popping up all over Russian internet.
Well, you know what, you stupid cockeyed Russian, do you think I care? All right? Do you think I care about your stupid little Russian politics over there? Mikolai, do you think I really give a crap? I mean, let me tell you something about Russians, all right? I don't respect a people that allows themselves to be taken in complete and total totalitarian control like the Russians have done on a consistent basis, all right? First of all, you all look cockeyed. Secondly, why don't you try closing your mouth when you're doing nothing, all right? Close your freaking mouth when you're just standing there, for Christ's sake. I mean, there's nothing worse in the world that pisses me off than some, Vladimir Ravslalolov from Russia just standing around with his mouth open, just I mean, chill out on the freaking vodka and close your freaking mouth, you cockeyed mongoloid-looking freak. Jesus Christ, we're not even talking about Russians. We're supposed to be talking about the Tibetan people in China, all right? The Tibets are being oppressed by the communist government of China, for Christ's sake. And do you people care? You don't care. Look at you. You don't care. I mean, you've got Tibetan monks burning themselves. They are setting themselves on fire in protest of this, ridiculous oppression by the totalitarian regime of China. But do you idiots care? Of course not. Of course you don't. For Christ's sake, you don't care about anybody but yourself. And half you idiots don't even care about yourselves. I mean, you're willing to give yourself up to the freaking government, for Christ's sake. It's ridiculous. So without any further ado, folks, unfortunately, folks, I hate to do this. I don't like the communist government. I don't like the Chinese regime, but because Blog Talk Radio is broadcasted within the borders of China, we have to give China, or a representative of China, a rebuttal, an opportunity to rebuttal anything that is being projected on this broadcast in a negative fashion, all right? So without any further ado, we have a representative on China, a representative from the Communist government of China that's actually going to rebuke anything that I have said here. So without any further ado, Jesus Christ. Mr. Fortune Cookie, are you there, sir? Oh.
You see, you motherfucker out there in America need to mind your business, motherfucker. You need to mind your own fucking business. You need to remember that the Communist government of China do what it do and what it wants to do, motherfucker. We're not going to sit here and let you American motherfucker tell us nothing about the Tibet monks in China. We own Tibet, motherfucker. We own Tibet like we own you, stupid country, American motherfucker. We own all your American land. We own all your American debt, motherfucker. So you Americans have no right whatsoever. No right whatsoever as we sit here talking garbage about communist government in China. You have no right, motherfucker. You come here to China, you talk that garbage, we stick a chopstick up your asshole. You
come here talk garbage and we stick against you knife up your asshole. Motherfucker. So once again, all you people talking garbage about the Tibet monks over here and how the communist government of China is treating them, you need to sit there and shut your mouth, mind your own business, motherfucker. And eat some fried lice, you flick. You eat some fried lice, you flick, because it's none of your fucking business, motherfucker. We do what we want to do with the Tibet monks. We do what we want to do. And you want to know why we do what we do? You want to know why we do what we do? We do it for Chairman Mao. We do it for Chairman Mao. That's right. So all you motherfucker talking garbage out there, you sit there and shut your mouth, motherfucker. Or communist government are going to come in here and we're going to take you from a country. I have nothing else to say. I am Mr. Fortune Cookie. Thank you very much. All right, get him off, man. Get him off. I had about enough of that piece of crap. Get him off. Jesus Christ. But that's the communist government in China, folks. They don't really care. They think they own us, for Christ's sake. I mean, did you hear old Fortune Cookie over there? He thinks he owns us, for Christ's sake. Jesus Christ. Anyway, we're running out of time here. We already let the damn communists talk already. Let's move on to another subject matter. Let's talk a little bit about Syria. Let me tell you something. I have been talking about Syria ever since the uprising began in mid-February. You can look back in the archive if you don't believe me, for Christ's sake. But let me tell you something. Bashar al-Assad's crackdown has had its fiercest raids ever since the inception of the uprising, for Christ's sake. And let me tell you something. This is a serious situation that needs to be rectified. I mean, let me tell you how many people have already been killed. All right. 3,482 people have been killed as of the latest reportings. 212 people were children. 99 of them were women, all right? 191 of those deaths were a result of torture in detention centers, for Christ's sake. All right? I mean, this is what's happening right now in Syria, for Christ's sake, and I've been talking about it ever since mid-February, and it wasn't until August that the United States finally started saying something about it. You know, the United Nations finally started saying something about it, for Christ's sake. And it's disgraceful that we, the international community, have allowed a disgusting, despicable, totalitarian tyrant like Bashar al-Assad continue to live so he can continue to implement terror on his own people. I mean, he's killing his own people to sustain his ridiculous power. I mean, it's stupid, man. And the international community is watching this happen, for Christ's sake, and it's disgusting. I mean, he is killing people, his own people, to sustain his own totalitarian power, for Christ's sake. And all I've got to say is death. Death to Bashar al-Assad. Death to Bashar al-Assad. And that's all there is to it, for Christ's sake. We can no longer sit by silent and watch these poor folks out there in Syria get slaughtered by some disgusting, despicable tyrant like Bashar al-Assad, for Christ's sake. That man should be targeted for termination, and why he hasn't, I have no goddamn idea why. I have no goddamn idea. Death to Bashar al-Assad, for Christ's sake. Once again, Syria witnessing its most fiercest raids since the Bashar al-Assad crackdown, for Christ's sake, and it's disgusting. All right? It's disgusting. Anyway, let me move on to another subject matter, folks, all right? Let's get back to America a little bit. You know, we're talking about all the wrongs that are happening in the world. Let's talk a little bit back on the wrongs of America. Aside from the Occupy Wall Street nonsense, let's talk a little bit about some of the disgusting, despicable ridiculousness that our country puts itself in. I'm talking about the utter buffoonery that our country conducts itself in. Did anybody hear about this father, this drunkard father, that literally was so drunk that he had his 9-year-old daughter drive him home, because he was so shit-faced drunk? Did anybody hear about this? Huh? 9-year-old girl driving her drunk dad home from the bar at 3 o'clock in the morning out here in the United States of America. Can you believe this crap? And the only reason that this person got caught was because they actually stopped to get gas at a gas station. And this idiot drunkard father had the audacity to sit there and boast about it. Sit there and brag about it to the damn cashier of the gas station that, hey, my daughter's actually driving me home. Or, 9-year-old daughter's driving me home here. I mean, can you believe this crap? But this is America, man. This is America, for Christ's sake. And when the police pulled over this car and they actually were talking to the 9-year-old girl, she looked surprised that she even got pulled over. She told the officers that it wasn't her first time driving for her old man being drunk, sipping on too much of the sauce, for Christ's sake. A 9-year-old girl driving her drunkard father home from the bar, for Christ's sake. It wasn't her first time. Can you believe this crap? This is America, man. This is goddamn America. Jesus Christ. What the hell do you have to say about this crap? 9-year-old girl driving her drunk father home from the bar, for Christ's sake. All right, this is what parents are utilizing their children for right here, huh? Yeah, great, yeah. Thanks, Dad. Area code 916, what do you think about this crap? You're just playing with your popper. Give me a freaking break, for Christ's sake. 239, what do you think about this crap?
Do you spend all your welfare...
Yeah, shut up. We don't even care, for Christ's sake. Why don't you get it straight before you call up, boy? 706, what do you think about this?
Washing Rainbow Dash's hair now.
Yeah, who cares? Anyway, as you can see, folks, it's just by telling from these disgusting, despicable idiots calling and their lack of intellectual curiosity, it's not a coincidence why we have some disgusting father, forcing his 9-year-old girl to drive him home from the goddamn bar drunk, for Christ's sake. Listen to the idiots that call up to this broadcast, all right? It's a shame, for Christ's sake, but this is America, all right? The American public sucks. Look at the goddamn vagabond bum revolution that we're having right now in America via this Occupy Wall Street nonsense. It's a vagabond revolution. Jesus Christ. 561, what do you think about this crap? Look at the goddamn vagabond. Yeah, why don't you goddamn turn the radio down, ass clown? I think it's a disgrace that here we are in America, all right? We've actually got some idiot that got busted because he forced his 9-year-old daughter to drive him home from the bar. And I just don't understand why nobody has any problem with this. Nobody really has any qualms with this. It just seems like no big deal in today's desensitized America. It's horrible. Horribly disgusting, for Christ's sake. Anyway, since nobody really gives a crap about a father utilizing his 9-year-old daughter to drive his car home after getting sauced at the bar, I want to talk a little bit about some of these so-called PO in America. That's right. I want to talk about these so-called people that are supposed to be PO in America that are collecting all these goddamn government entitlements, for Christ's sake, all right? This is a story out of Philadelphia out here. Now, 3 people, 2 men, 1 woman, have been charged with imprisoning 4 mentally handicapped people with chains in a basement just so that they can collect their Social Security disability checks. Can you believe this crap? Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm not joking. This is a real story here. This is the PO in America right here, all right? 3 have been charged with this despicable crime, for Christ's sake. 2 men, 1 woman. They had imprisoned 4 mentally handicapped people in some basement with chains. All right, with chains. I mean, Jesus Christ, I'm getting choked up just thinking about it. Just so that they can collect their SSI disability. Can you believe this crap? Huh? 4 mentally handicapped people tied in a basement so that these 3 ass clowns that are already collecting food cards, that are already collecting all kinds of government subsidies themselves, so they can continue to collect these goddamn SSI checks from these poor mentally handicapped people. Huh? I mean, this is the Poe in America, for Christ's sake, folks. This is not a joke, all right? Every time that I get on this broadcast and say that we should have no misdirected empathy whatsoever towards the so-called Poe in America, I mean, we should have no sympathy whatsoever because this is what they're doing, all right? They're imprisoning 4 mentally handicapped people with chains in some basement so they can collect their monthly SSI checks, for Christ's sake. I mean, you know, it's just disgraceful. This is the Poe in America for you right here, huh? And for all you idiots that are like, oh, it's not fair, Ghost, I can't believe you're talking that way about the poor in America. Oh, yeah? Well, why don't you go to any goddamn impoverished part of your city, all right? I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's a goddamn white trailer park. I don't care if it's a black ghetto or a Mexican barrio. I'd like for you to cruise down that son of a bitch and just count. Just count how many fat jelly-ass bastards are waddling their fat asses up and down the street, all right? Why don't you count how many of them sons of bitches are? And I ask you this. Can you be fat and Poe in America? Absolutely not. And that's why I tell every capitalist out there, do not, and I repeat, do not have any misguided empathy to these individuals that claim to be so-called Poe in America. Because they are not. All right? And I repeat, they are not. So, once again, just to repeat the little story that we've been talking about here in the past couple of minutes, 3 people, 2 men, 1 woman, have been charged with imprisoning 4 mentally handicapped people in a basement with chains just so that they can collect their government entitlements. Isn't that great, huh? The so-called Poe in America. Isn't that great? Jesus Christ. I want to hear from you. What do you got to say about it? Area code 713, what's going on? You're just playing with your Peter Popper. Looks like we got a bunch of Helen Keller deaf mutes calling up, for Christ's sake. 207, what's up?
Ghost, I want to go on an Austin Tuck adventure with you and sniff your asshole in the middle of Lake Austin.
It sounds like you would there, you fat, fruity little bastard. What else we got? 502, what's up?
Well, I think it's pretty messed up, you know. I mean, it's beyond pretty messed up. It's really fucking deplorable what these people are doing.
Well, you know, these are the Poe in America, sir. I mean, this is what the Poe in America are doing, you know. As a matter of fact, if you want my personal opinion, I think a lot of these so-called Poe in America out here are actually purposely making their children sick. They're purposely, you know, making sure that their children have asthma. They're putting themselves in precarious, mold-filled situations so that they can get more and more money off of each and every child. You know, I'm serious. I mean, that's why you got all these children diagnosed with all these mental ailments so that mommy and daddy, or not even mommy, not daddy, really, just mommy, can collect off of the damn government entitlements out here. All right? I mean, this is the goddamn system here, and it needs to be stopped, man. It needs to be stopped. There ain't no Poe in America, for Christ's sake, all right? And anybody who's claiming to be Poe in America, you're a disgusting, despicable loser, and you're not spending your money in the right places. I guarantee you, anybody who claims that they're out of money, I bet you they got an iPhone. I bet you they got an iPad. I bet you they got a plasma screen TV in their house. I bet you they got a car. I bet you they got all these things, and yet they're going to continue to say, oh, I'm poor in America. I bet you they go out and get their $9 lattes at Starbucks, but, oh, I'm poor in America. It's ridiculous, man. It's just unbelievably ridiculous. Anyway, once again, 3 charged with imprisoning 4 mentally handicapped people in a basement with chains in Philadelphia just so that they can collect their government entitlements. Isn't that just unbelievable? Anyway, folks, last but not least, we talked about this little subject matter earlier in the broadcast. I want to talk about it again. I'm talking about an 11-year-old kid out of California being raised by two muff-diving lesbos. I don't know if it's two bull dykes, a couple of femmies. I don't know what kind of lesbo situation they have here. But believe it or not, this lesbo couple has adopted this 11-year-old kid named Tommy, who they claim has a gender identity crisis. And now this lesbian couple in California is going to give this poor child some kind of hormone-induced therapy so that it can prevent this child from having male puberty and actually start, pumping this poor 11-year-old kid, Tommy, pumping him full of estrogen so that she can, or it, or he, or whatever you want to call this, can become a girl. So Tommy can become Tammy. Huh? Isn't that great? Oh, yeah. Isn't that the 99%, like I said, Occupy Wall Street is fighting for out here? Huh? Oh, two lesbos that are muff diving that adopt a kid named Tommy want to give it estrogen so that we can make it Tammy, huh? Oh, isn't that great? Ah, Jesus Christ. And nobody's finding any kind of a problem with this whatsoever. I mean, of course, the state of California, they're actually putting this on a pedestal as if, hey, look at this, you can do whatever you want. If you're a lesbo little couple and you got yourself a little boy, well, you can get some estrogen pumps in the ass and turn them into a little girl. Oh. I'm not joking, man. This is actually happening here. This is actually happening. And, the thing is that you don't really even have to pump estrogen in half these males that are being produced nowadays. All right? I mean, have you taken a look at the social landscape in America? Have you actually talked to any male under the age of 30 in today's America, for Christ's sake? I mean, just talk to them, all right? Talk to any male under the age of 30 and notice the absolute pussification. The absolute pussification of the American male being implemented in today's society, for Christ's sake. All right? Just talk to any male under the age of 30 and notice the feminine physical attributes prominent on the majority of these males out here, all right? Notice the feminine vernacular, all right? In the majority of these males under the age of 30 out here, for Christ's sake, all right? And it is the absolute pussification of America being implemented. And let me tell you something, we got to put a stop to it, and we got to put a stop to it soon enough. We can't sit here and accept this any longer, allowing 11-year-old boys getting estrogen pumped into their little bodies so they can become little girls. This is not right. This is a disgrace. This is disgusting. But hey, this is disgusting America, huh? And then you wonder why we're having flea bag bum revolutions all across the country out here? I mean, look at this crap. I mean, this is the same country that produced Octomom, huh? Oh, yeah, this stupid, disgusting, schizophrenic bimbo that had no home, has no means of income, had student loan debt, for Christ's sake, but, she was able to find some mad scientist to stick a goddamn turkey baster up her twat and artificially inseminate this slut with 8 different kids, for Christ's sake. Oh, that's great, huh? And then when this damn bimbo shitted out these 8 damn genetic freak shows out of her goddamn uterine wall, what did the mainstream media say about Octomom, huh? What did the mainstream media say about it, huh? Oh, it's a beautiful thing. Oh, it's woman liberation, huh? Jesus Christ. What a disgrace. You know that? What an utter freaking disgrace. But this is America, huh? Yeah, an 11-year-old boy named Tommy in California is being forced to have estrogen pumped into his body so he can become an 11-year-old little girl named Tammy, huh? And we got 2 lesbo couple, a lesbo couple that's actually inducing this, for Christ's sake, and nobody's finding anything wrong with it whatsoever. I mean, Jesus Christ. Yeah. Anyway, I've had about enough of this crap, folks. I think it's about that time. We're going to try this one last time, and let me tell you something. If we get a bunch of failures for this next segment of the broadcast, we may just end the broadcast altogether. I mean, well, not end the but we may just end that portion of the broadcast altogether. All right? Now, what am I talking about? I'm talking about radio graffiti. That's right, radio graffiti. Meh, meh, meh. Anyway, we've been having a lot of letdowns as it relates to the radio graffiti aspect of the show. A lot of losers calling up and, basically providing no lulls whatsoever. Just really, really horrible situations as it relates to the radio graffiti part. So once again, I am going to do this one last time. And we get some lulls and people are laughing and, people are getting creative out here. Well, then maybe we'll do it again some other time, but I don't know anymore, man. People are really, really failing, and they're failing hard. So, without any further ado, folks, let's go ahead and start radio graffiti right now. And for you folks that are unfamiliar with what radio graffiti is, it is your time for you to take part in the broadcast. All you got to do is call up 646-652-4869, and whenever I call on your area code or your Skype name, you have exactly 3 to 4 seconds to say whatever it is that you have to say on your mind. But be ready, you ass clown, all right? Be ready, all right? Don't be some Helen Keller deaf mute, for Christ's sake. Be ready to say whatever it is that you have to say, all right? Freaking milky lickers. All right, folks, let's go ahead and take it from the top here. I'm not very optimistic about today's radio graffiti, all right? I mean, I see a lot of the same ass clown losers on the switchboard, for Christ's sake. I mean, do you feel very optimistic there, engineer? See, not even the engineer, feels optimistic about this, So anyway, if it's a bummer, if it sucks, well, then we're just going to end the broadcast and we'll come back tomorrow. All right. Here we go. 215, Radio Graffiti. Tango Whiskey, Radio Graffiti. What? Texas Troll, Radio Graffiti. Jesus Christ. The Evil Clown, Radio Goddamn Graffiti. I am an over-feminized fruit bowl. I mean, look at my over-feminized physical attributes. Yeah, shove it up your ass, you stupid damn audio-splicing piece of crap. Let me tell you something. I never said that. And I've got 2 words for you idiots. Punitive damages, all right? I've already taken the necessary steps to make sure that I get punitive ass. You understand that? Out of your goddamn ass, you freaks. Never said that. I never said that. John Madden, Radio Graffiti. Big adventure, tons of fun. Yeah, not good. Orf, what's up? Radio Graffiti.
What's up? 1 month till military recruitment, Ghost.
Yeah, I hear you, man. Ghost Train, Radio Graffiti.
Everybody to the folk in the garbage disposal.
Stupid asshole. All right? All you remixer jerks you're jerks. I mean, bottom line, you're jerks. 508, Radio Graffiti. Yeah, you're taking too long. 347, Radio Graffiti. Your host, yeah, great old, salsa merengue. Yeah, salsa merengue version of a goddamn remix, for Christ's sake. That's great. That's great. 215, Radio Graffiti. You people are idiots. 404, Radio Graffiti.
Ghost, I actually think the mental people being chained up was kind of funny.
It's not funny, you idiot, all right? It's not funny. You see, that's what I don't understand about you people, I mean, you have no soul whatsoever. I mean, first and foremost, I like retarded people. You know what I'm saying? I think that there should be more retarded people. I mean, has anybody ever seen a retard? I mean, the most purest form of humanity out there. I mean, let me tell you something right now. I actually employ, somebody who happens to be mentally retarded. And this person does a lot of the menial labor that's out here that needs to be done in the brick mortar business, one of the brick mortar businesses that I have out here. And things like cleaning the toilets, things like washing the windows, things like cleaning the floors. Let me tell you something right now. This mentally handicapped person, this retarded person, does it with so much happiness and so much glee and so much appreciation, for Christ's sake. You're talking about a truly innocent soul. People that are mentally handicapped, people that are mentally retarded, for Christ's sake. I mean, truly an innocent soul, for Christ's sake. I mean, I wish there was just more retarded people. I think if there was more retarded people, we wouldn't be having the problems that we have here today. I'm not joking. I mean, I think that if we had more retarded people walking around out here, I think people would be a little bit more appreciative of life, a little more appreciative of things that have, things that have transpired out here. I mean, things that are going on. Not be such some idiot that is unappreciative of everything that's going on around him. So let me tell you something right now. I really appreciate retarded people. I think there should be more retarded people. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they are pure. They're not corrupted souls, for Christ's sake. Anyway, I didn't mean to get off keister about tards, but let's move on. Area code 626, Radio Graffiti. Yeah, Jesus Christ. Who else we got? 617, Radio Graffiti.
Hey, what's going on, Ghost?
How's it going, man? 360, Radio Graffiti. Yeah, really cool, Alexis. Freaking brony. 606, Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost. Why do you call bronies pedophiles when you are one yourself?
Shut up, all right? All right, you little over-feminized fruit bowl bastard. I am not a brony. I know you idiots wish. You only wish I was. But you know what? There's something wrong with you idiots. That's what you bronies need to face up to. There is something wrong with your malfunctioning brain, for Christ's sake. And you see, every time I bring it up to your attention, you don't want to hear about it. You don't even want to think about it. Stupid, silly twerps. 610, Radio Graffiti. Here's some 8-bit chiptune nonsense, for Christ's sake. 972, Radio Graffiti. Yeah, we can't understand you, loser. Ray Twilight, Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost. Love the show, man. Shout out to the engineer. Shout out to the Blog Talk Pirates. Keep it going on, man.
Hey, they gave you a shout-out, engineer. Well, you got the engineer excited at least. I'm a little jaded, to say the least. Area code 504, Radio Graffiti.
Unchain the engineer now.
You stupid, silly bastard. The engineer's not chained up, you moron. 207, Radio Graffiti.
Why don't you want to go on the duck adventure with me? I can give you a really hard...
Shut up. 563, Radio Graffiti. Are you kidding me? That was a horrible rendition of an Eddie Van Halen tap on the... I mean, that was just horrible. A tap on the neck, for Christ's sake. You can't do it any faster than that. 561, Radio Graffiti.
And what's another racist?
Yeah, I'm not a goddamn racist. I know a melting pot of friendship, and everybody out there knows it. 410, Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost, great show. Government has no business being in the charity realm, and also...
You're goddamn right they don't. 516, Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost, I'm really happy because he just got released from custody.
I can't even understand what you just said there, you stupid mumbling, stumbling little jerk. Carlito Fly, Radio Graffiti.
Burning Texas babies, my favorite.
That doesn't even make any sense, you stupid moron. 908, Radio Graffiti.
Ghost, retarded people are like Jews. If there were more retarded people in the world...
Yeah, shut up, you over-feminized fruit bowl, all right? Next time you call up, sound off like you got a pair instead of tucking it back, boy. 313, Radio Graffiti.
Easy come, easy go, will you let me go? Will you let you go to bingo?
Are you kidding me? God damn it, with these freaking remixes, enough of that crap. Well, Bohemian Rhapsody, for Christ's sake, Bohemian freaking Rhapsody. Damn it. Damn it. I mean, freaking Bohemian Rhapsody, for Christ's sake. I mean, good God. Yeah, that's what I want to be. Freddie freaking Mercury. Yeah, that's who I want to be remixed. Freddie freaking Mercury, for Christ's sake. The man who invented glory hole serving. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Jesus Christ. Who named his band Queen, for Christ's sake? Jesus Christ. Enough of this crap. Enough. Give me the mic. Enough of this crap, all right? Enough of the goddamn remixes. Enough of this crap. I deserve respect. Do you understand that? I'm a capitalist! And I deserve respect. I deserve the respect accorded that title, you sorry, disgusting dick snot. And you idiots better stop besmirching my show. You idiots better stop besmirching my integrity, for Christ's sake, all right? All you idiots that are out there spreading those slanderous lies about me on those goddamn blogs and forum posts, and especially you YouTube assholes. Let me tell you something right now, you screwballs. I am taking the necessary steps to make sure that I get goddamn punitive damages out of your ass. Jesus Christ. 513, Radio Graffiti.
Ghost, you're one sexy racist Jew.
Shut up, you idiot. First of all, I'm not racist, all right? I'm a melting pot of friendship, and secondly, I'm not a Jew. 214, Radio Graffiti. Jesus Christ, idiot with a vibrator again, for Christ's sake. 425, Radio Graffiti. What the hell? What are you playing, Dave Matthews, for Christ's sake? I mean, you're talking about a waste of goddamn life. Dave Matthews. I mean, if you were an idiot that kept this stupid band alive, please kill yourself, all right? Whoever bought albums from the Dave Matthews Band that helped sustain the Dave Matthews Band, please kill yourself, all right? That was stupid. That was a stupid form of music, for Christ's sake. That was ridiculous. Writing what you say. I'm a stupid cage. You don't know my name. Shut up. Goddamn Dave Matthews. What a stupid band. Stupid. And then, for this idiot, the thing I find ironic about Dave Matthews is that he liked to claim that he wasn't a sellout, He liked to claim that, oh, look at me, I'm still loading up in my old van and we're going out there on tour like we used to. Meanwhile, he's doing Disney movies, for Christ's sake. You know what I'm saying? Did anybody see Dave Matthews in that freaking Disney movie, for Christ's sake? That guy should have gotten rolled for that. Everybody who bought an album of the Dave Matthews Band should have rolled this asshole for doing a Disney movie. I mean, give me a freaking break. Anyway, who else we got? We got the Chiz, Radio Graffiti.
My man, Herman Sugarcane, is a nigger.
Shove it up your ass. I never said that, you asshole. Stupid idiots. Let me tell you something right now. You can sit there and try to do whatever it is that you want to do to try to dissuade people from voting for Herman Sugarcane. But let me tell you something, it ain't going to work, all right? It ain't going to work, and I strongly advise everybody, all right? I strongly advise everybody, if you got any money to donate to the Herman Cain for President campaign, whether it's $1, $5, $100, go out there. All right, go out there and make sure to donate it to the campaign so we can change America. So America can be capitalist once again. All right? Because that's my man, Herman Sugar Cain, baby. Woo! All right, who else we got going on over here? Capitalize this, Radio Graffiti. Shut up, you idiot. Mr. Tacos, Radio Graffiti.
You can find Mr. Tacos at 525 North Lum.
Shut up. Teeth Cancer, Radio Graffiti. Stupid idiot. Who else we got? We got Comrade Douche, Radio Graffiti. Well, shut up, you idiot, you damn splicing jerk. 478, Radio Graffiti. Oh, what are you trying to do? Give me a damn blowjob over the phone there, fruit bowl? Take about 10 steps away from my freaking butt crack with that crap. Area code 203, Radio Graffiti. Stupid idiot remixers, god damn it! 702, Radio Graffiti. And we got another deaf mute up in here. 239, Radio Graffiti.
Yeah, apparently there's a bum revolution near where I live, and they're calling it Occupy Equestria, and they keep...
Yeah, well, I hope they occupy it and, kick the crap out of everybody who thinks they're a talking horse. Area code 306, Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost, what's your favorite beer?
Oh, man, I don't know if I have a favorite beer. I actually am I'm a pretty well-rounded individual as it relates to consuming beers, but, Jesus Christ, I really couldn't tell you. I really couldn't tell you my favorite beer, I like Modelo Especial. I mean, that's what I'm into lately. But I really don't have a favorite beer. I actually consume a lot of different beers, because I can do that, And I don't get that cheap crap either. I get the good stuff. Anyway, we got 404 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, how come whenever we acknowledge the engineer's presence, you have to sodomize him with a toaster?
You could have come up with something better than a toaster there. That no lulls. 971 Radio Graffiti.
Go ahead. Why do you hang up on me?
Hey, you stupid cockeyed Russian. I don't want to talk to you, all right? You stupid dumb idiot. All right? So shove a bottle of vodka up your clogged up pooper. 563 Radio Graffiti. Jesus Christ, are you kidding me? I mean, what does this look like? American Idol, for Christ's sake? I mean, you think you call up and play some guitar, what, that I'm going to sign you down for some goddamn contract or something? I mean, piss off. You don't know how to play, all right? You don't know how to play. Jesus Christ. 832, Radio Graffiti.
Hey, can you put me on hold? I'm in the bathroom. I'm in the shitter.
Nobody cares, asshole. All right, nobody cares. As a matter of fact, you should be in the other room giving your goddamn mother a backhand for even bringing you into existence with no daddy. You dumb bean and cheese rubber tortilla chewing piece of crap. 313 Radio Graffiti.
I'm 14, and what is politics?
How about go kill yourself? How about that? 360 Radio Graffiti.
And then you know what?
Shut up. 626 Radio Graffiti.
Toiletries is my waifu.
Oh, Jesus Christ. One more. All right, one more and we're out of here. All right, 682 Radio Graffiti. Goddamn vibrator. I'm not ending it on that. 306 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, what do you have against Dave Matthews? Everybody in Canada loves him.
Dave Matthews sucks, all right? He sucks. And anybody who bought his album should kill themselves, for Christ's sake. I wouldn't be surprised if a good contingent of these Occupy Wall Street bastards across the country were not Dave Matthews Band people, all right? They were Dave Matthews Band friends. You know it and I know it. Jesus Christ. Anyway, let's take one more call. We can't end it on that. Area code 302, Radio Graffiti.
Yo, what's up, Ghost?
How's it going, man? Let's see, 817, Radio Graffiti.
If you hate My Little Pony, then why do you watch Season 2?
I didn't watch Season 2, all right? 971, Radio Graffiti.
Ghost, there's something to say about Manuel Gillett.
God damn it, you stupid, dumb Russian! Get the hell off my goddamn phone, you cockeyed, vodka-drinking bastard! Jesus Christ! Area code 901, Radio Graffiti.
You know what they say, all toasters toast toast.
Shut up. 508, Radio Graffiti.
100% Brony. Brony. I'm 200% Brony. Brony.
You goddamn assholes. You know that? You goddamn assholes with these goddamn remixes, man. I mean, that's enough of that, all right? That is enough of that. I am done, all right? You people have ruined my Taco Tuesday, for Christ's sake. As a matter of fact, implement chat room martial law for that disgusting remix, engineer. Implement chat room martial law after that crap. Jesus Christ. As a matter of fact, I'm getting the hell out of here. Screw all you idiots that want a chat room shout-out, all right? You put a chat room shout-out right up your clogged-up pooper. I'm not giving you a crap, all right? You're going to make stupid remixes like that out of me, for Christ's sake. I know what that's a remix of, you sick son of a bitch. Anyway, I'm getting the hell out of here. Everybody follow me on Twitter, all right? Ghost Politics is the name to follow. There it is on the screen, for Christ's sake. All right? I mean, give me a freaking follow, for Christ's sake, all right? And as a matter of fact, if you hadn't had your fair fix of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast, well, by God, go to the archive, all right? I have every broadcast I have ever conducted on this damn internet in archive for free for everybody to download at blogtalkradio.com/ghost. There it is on the screen. Make sure to spread that around like wildfire if you hadn't had your fix of True Capitalist Radio. As a matter of fact, folks, you can also simulcast the broadcast, believe it or not. All right? You can actually get the little player. All right? There's an option to get a little player to embed on your little website, your little social networking website, whatever the case might be. If you have that player on your website, on your blog, on your forum post, you can actually listen to the broadcast live. That's right, you can actually simulcast the broadcast live from wherever the hell you're located at, baby. So make sure to spread it around like wildfire, baby. Woo! Oh, man. Anyway, folks, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me, all right? It's been a decent Taco Tuesday, all right? A decent one, I wouldn't say the best. A decent Taco Tuesday. I know you idiots are trying to fruit it up out here, all right? Trying to fruit it up, but we're not gonna have that, all right? So we're gonna end it now. Make sure to follow me on Twitter, folks. Ghost Politics is the name to follow. Send me a tweet, for Christ's sake. Let me know what's going on with you. We'll break bread together and all that other nonsense, for Christ's sake. And another thing, stop calling bars on 6th Street looking for me. I don't appreciate that crap, all right? All right? I'm not joking. You know who you are. Stop calling, all right? I've got a life, assholes. Anyway, I'm out of here, folks. I may or may not be here tomorrow. Send me a tweet if you want me to, and if not, well, then, shove it up your ass, all right? Shove it up your ass. I'm out of here. You know what, engineer? Get me the hell out of here. These people are unappreciative pricks out here. They're flapping their fat Cheeto-stained fingers on the keyboard, trying to be text chat warriors. But if we were in a goddamn bar room, I'd be beating their goddamn silly asses into dog meat. They know it. I know it. So who we BSing? Get me out of here, engineer, all right? I don't care. Get me the hell out of here. Screw these people. I may or may not be here for Wednesday. It's up to you. It is up to you, people. Anyway, I'm out of here. Get me out of here, engineer.
You've been listening to True Capitalist Radio. The thoughts, views, ideas, comments, and opinions of the host of this show are absolutely his. Catch more live episodes Monday through Friday from 3:30 to 6:30 Central. Or check out archive shows at blogtalkradio.com. True Capitalist Radio.
That's it.
Boar's Head is bringing a slice of Japan to the deli. Introducing Boar's Head Ichiban Teriyaki-style chicken. Tender, slow-roasted chicken breast, coated in our signature teriyaki glaze, where ginger, garlic, and a hint of brown sugar meet for a flavor that's both sweet and savory. New Boar's Head Ichiban Teriyaki-style chicken. The bold flavor of Japan. Now at the deli. Only from Boar's Head. Compromise elsewhere.